Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to as me as Miss T. As y'all saw the thumbnail, Blair the Flair, aka the Nature Boy, doing some things. He did some things this weekend. But y'all know, look, we'll get into that and maybe some other stuff. But y'all know the drill. First, let's turn to. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. I'm going to apologize at the top of this show to tell you that I'm on the phone with my insurance folks for my car. Just getting some stuff straight that they kind of dropped the ball. But, um, so just y'all bear with me through this program. At the top of my hour, we always do a water check, water check, water check. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate that everyone drinks at least 100 ounces of water per day. As we always say, water is a life sustainer and is very important. And it's the summer. It's hot in a lot of places in the country. So we need y'all to stay hydrated. We don't want no hydration problems. Okay. And if you're not a big water drinking, I'm gonna tell you how to start to become that big water drinker. At least 2 times during the day, you should drink water. And that's first thing in the morning when when you see he talking to me, and I guess I heard that. Hold on 1 second. I heard you. I'm in the middle. I'm about to meet you again. All right. Sorry about that. Um 2 times that you should drink water first thing in the morning before the toes hit the ground, before you get into your morning routine or hygiene routine that you do first thing in the morning. You should have 8 ounces of water on your nightstand. Chug it down. If you think of your body like an engine, the water is the lube. You should, get things started. Help the water gonna help you move some stuff and everything, clean out toxins, and help you when you go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. So that's one time you should drink water. The second time is at night, not laying down looking at TV, but before you lay down for the night, your final rest for the night, drink some water because a lot of reads going on, rebooting, recharging, revamping the system, cleaning out toxins. And the average person burns between 900 to 1,000 calories per night in their sleep. That's when you do a deep sleep, not a cat nap, but when you do a deep sleep. And so we need to drink our water then. And that's also going to help you in the morning when you go to excrete your waist in the nicest way I can say it. So we must drink our water. It's a sustainer. When you look at people, you say, "Oh, your skin looks beautiful. It's tight. It's resilient." It's because of water, you guys. So water is very, very important. Now, a little housekeeping. First, staying the top of the hour. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. In my humblest voice, I ask you to subscribe. If you've already subscribed, you don't need to hit it again. You're already locked in. But if you're watching me on replay, hit the like and share button, leave a comment. And those folks who's leaving me comments in other languages, I really can't read them. And I don't really have the time to vote to transcribing things. So if you want to talk to me or leave a comment that I can understand, you gotta leave it in English. So hit the like, share, and subscribe. In other words, lean on my heezy when you step into my heezy. Did I say that right? Lean on the leezy when you step into my easy. Basically saying, hit the damn like button when you step into my square circle. All right, and that's that little housekeeping we do right there at the top of my hour. Um, and I come on Monday through Fridays from 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, uh, with my last ER visit, I found out something. I had an epiphany. I was like, aha moment, and that I was gonna study some stuff and get into it, and then I'm going to come back later and give you guys an update. I have my health show on Sunday, and I fill you in and everything that I've learned. I'm just sharing information. I do help people develop a recipe, concocted, made it specifically for you to address whatever issues you are. I'm not a doctor. Whatever I give does not negate anything that a doctor or nurse or your primary caregiver gives you as instructions. This is only going to help address some issues. I found out a lot of things in my journey trying to find the help in me. That's the name of my show. And right now, I am in the process. I have tweaked a couple of things. It's been a couple of weeks. So now I'm doing a countdown. I'm gonna count down 30 days because before you can say something is final, I always test it on myself. And so that's what I'm doing. So in 30 days, I'm gonna have a conclusion for myself. But a final conclusion can't be given until year end. Hold on 1 second, guys. My bad, y'all. My bad. I told you I'm still on the phone with this insurance person. But yeah, so when you change things in your life or whatever, or you're trying to find out new things, sometimes you can't come to conclusions until you did it for months and months and months. So for me, I can tell in 30 days because the frequency in which I get sick or whatever. And I can tell you, I made these changes a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been sick yet. I don't want to jinx myself. Knock on wood. But in the end of 30 days, I'm gonna start counting down. Like today is countdown day number 1. And I'm every day I'm gonna say that just to keep myself, you know, full with it and everything, and just embraced in it and not forget. Also, I'm at my usual amount of water, 10 bottles today. That's I drank 8-ounce bottles of water. So I'm gonna keep saying those things or whatever so that we stay on track and everything. At the end of 30 days, I will be convinced or not convinced that my little tweak in my routine has helped this situation or not. And it's a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people who suffer from this just like me. So hold on one second. Y'all give me a couple of seconds. I'm almost done. Hold on one second, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Y'all can hear some of this music playing or whatever in the background. Yeah, I'm trying to put it way over here. Y'all probably hear it. Let me turn it down a little. Actually, man, I was on the road too. Yeah, I had some little. They dropped the ball on my car insurance. Can't have that. Can't have that. But anywho, yeah, after 30 days, I'm gonna come back and tell you guys how well that worked for me. I was telling you that I made a few changes. Started a couple of weeks ago. So far, so good. I was a person that was always in the ER like every 8 days, 7 days. Like I couldn't go 2 weeks without being in the ER for this one issue. And about a couple of weeks ago, it seemed like 3 weeks ago, I had an epiphany when I was at the ER by accident, as I always do, find out things by accident. And I was like, oh, that okay. But it shows you how much doctors speak to each other. Like for me, I'm fortunate. I get to see a specialist on every part of my body, every part. And I mean, how lucky for me, I guess. I guess that's the silver lining, but I only got that because I'm a cancer survivor, so that's why I can see specialists for every different part of my body. But I'm not crying about it. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I'm very proactive about trying to change things for the better. And since I know that my issue is very common and becoming like an epidemic in this country, this is why I focus on that show on Sunday and just in my personal life about finding the health in you. I wish that I had that motivation to do it before I got sick. But most people got a hard head. It ain't till you lose some or you get sick before you start concentrating on things you should have been concentrating on all along. That's why I always talk about drink your water, drink your water. I wish I had somebody like me in my ear when I was in my 20s. But hey, you live and you learn. I promise to be a testimonial, because sometimes you go through things just to testify or be a testimonial to help some people behind you. And that's what I'm doing. And I can be reached at boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you want to get into my program and have me cater or make specifically just for you a recipe or a routine that's going to help address some of your issues. Believe me, I put years of research into it, and that's what I am, y'all. I'm a formally trained analyst. I did that for 20 years, and I'm a hella fine researcher. I have my degree in politics and history. And so you can't get those type of degrees without being a thorough ass researcher. So that's what I'm good at. And I'm taking medical classes. But a lot of this stuff I did just to help myself for selfish reason. And it works. Research works. But so that's my spiel at the top of my hour. So let's get into it. Blair the Flair, aka the Nature Boy, proved he is a force to be reckoned with because of how he won his fight this past weekend. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Dude is off the chain. We got on his ass his last fight, but hey, he had something to prove to everybody. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. So let me say, Jerry Tasker is in the building. He said, word to the big bird. Jay Gibson said, salute Miss T and the fam. Salute Jay. Andrew Charles is in the building. He said, salute Miss T. And Jerry said, just drank a 50-gallon drum of water. Let's get at it. Indeed, Jerry. Extra O is in the building. He said, salute Queen T. Now, y'all know the routine. I'm going to start off and drop my little nuggets, and then I'm going to open it up to the panel and the phone lines. Let me first make sure my phone lines is set up and everything, but, I'll let y'all know when to chime in. Okay? I'll let y'all know when to chime in. So, everything ain't on just yet, but I'll let you guys know. I know, Jerry, I ain't seen you in a minute, Jerry. Hope everything good with you. But I'll check in a hot second. So the Nature Boy against Maurice Hooker. Blair proved to be a force to be reckoned with, right? This past weekend. The Nature Boy proved and redeemed himself since his last fight. Cause y'all know we got on his ass for all that talking, all that. He seemed kind of ridiculous, but I like him. I like him. I think he is a good fighter. I think he can, do with some polishing here and there. But I like his confidence. He struck me as a person that probably was overlooked and made to feel insignificant. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm here. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. It's almost done. You got to have your insurance straight, right? So he gonna talk for me. But anyway, so Blair, he had to do his thing because we gave him a hard time. He was talking all this crap to Earl Spence, and just calling folks out. Then he got his ass whooped. So we was like, you fell off. You couldn't back up what you was saying. But that guy he fought last time, Rocha, that's a force to be reckoned with as well. So Hooker, he did not have an answer uh, for Blair the Flair, or as I want to call him, the Nature Boy. Either the second KO, I want to say it was the second KO. Hooker had a look in his eyes like in shock and awe, like, who the fuck am I fighting? Like, who is this dude? Like he wasn't expecting Blair the Flair to do what he did. Hooker seemed like he was giving it his all that he could give. And all right, look at the Nature Boy. Yeah, he was looking at his eyes. My bag. I'm trying to listen to two people. I'm multitasking and not doing that good of a job. Uh, Andrew Charles said, I do like that Cobbs kept his head up and got right back to it after Rocha mugged him. Um, I was even surprised he felt good enough to jump right back in. Yeah, you know what? He's a good fighter. He was what I call taking pictures when he was fighting Rocha and stuff. Like he kept smiling and admiring himself too much. This fight was a lot different. I like his trainer because he made him stay focused and disciplined through the whole fight. And he got the job done. You know, shit ain't over till it's over, right? But Hooker was also flat-footed and didn't properly cut off the ring. So he wasn't cutting them off. So hold on, they want to ask me some questions. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. Okay. Go ahead, I hear you. My bad, y'all. See, they still talking. They still asking me questions. Um, I dropped the link. They messing up my whole show, but I can't. They messed up my insurance, y'all. I can't. I have to stay on live. He said Rocha, a mean dude with bad. He's an excellent fighter, and Blair won't ready for him. And this lady, she moving at a snail pace. The other guy, he working with me, but she's moving at a snail pace. But as I said, Hooker was. Hold on one second. Yeah. Hooker was flat footed, and he just couldn't effectively get to Blair. I mean, he had the longer reach. Obviously, he hurt when he punched him because look at Blair's eyes and stuff. But he couldn't get to him. You know, for some reason he couldn't. C said, "What up, Queen? Miss C, what up with your game?" I didn't think the Nature Boy, you know, gave a concerted effort of foot placement though. I didn't think Blair did that good of a job on his foot placement, but definitely his legs and movement and stuff. He did a great job, and it goes right there into pure boxing. He didn't look as sweet doing it, but Hooker was a flat-footed, come forward fighter, and he didn't know how to effectively cut off the ring, and he didn't know how to effectively put his foot on the outside. And hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Everything happening at once today. Dog sick. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Are you guys asking me something? All right, my bad. Oh my god, yeah. Y'all should see this multitasking I'm doing. Man, I got so many things coming at me at once. But it was a good fight. I'm proud of Blair the Flair. He is confident in himself. That's what makes him interesting. He bigs himself up. Is not where he came from, like some other fighters do. And look, Maurice Hooker is from Texas, so he had a lot of Texas love. It was a Texas night because you had Virgil Ortiz, who's also from Texas, Maurice Hooker, and I don't know if the other fighters like that. The Sprada, the girl, she's from Texas, so it was Texas night. So it was gonna be hard pressed for Texas to lose. If you got in a fight with one of them, you had to take it from them. And Maurice Hooker got his taken from him. Um, he didn't have an answer. And if you think about it, before he went out, just to answer this question, they had said that what's his name was he said Bud was his trainer. And I looked and I was like, Bud ain't even dressed like he's supposed to be his trainer. I always thought Bomac was gonna be his trainer for the night, But the announcers, if you go back and look before they walked out the locker room, they said Bud was gonna be his trainer. And this Bud and Bomac told him what to do. He couldn't do it. And they tried to talk about some lady that I guess was a picture taker or somebody that was close to his team or whatever. She recently passed away, rest her soul. But I felt like they was using it as an excuse. And it's two parts to a fight, y'all. He already lost the fight at the weigh-in. So that to me was kind of messed up. Hold on. Did you call for me? Okay. Yeah, so Reginald Peters is in the building. Was Poppy King. He said, "Hey, Miss T, Blair needed good showing. He lost last fight, but he showed he got a lot left in the tank. Yeah, he determined, dude. You talking about he is a good story for boxing. He is truly bringing his shit up from the mud. I know y'all can see that because that's how I see it, and that's what make his story so interesting. So I can become a fan of his because he really believed the shit he's saying. He really showed that he can make adjustments and get better. And yeah, for all the future fighters, I ain't trying to knock Freddie Roach hustle, but I mean Freddie Roach, not talking bad about his disabilities, but come on, man, especially you young fighters, why are y'all going to him? What I mean, if he not being funny, there's no other way to say it. I don't think he's strong enough or capable enough to handle you guys young fighters, because I mean he has his condition, and even when you see them doing mid work with the fighters he do be working with, I just be like, what are y'all getting out of there? Because he's not as fast, he can't keep up with you, and you throwing your punches at his hand. I mean, come on now. So Blair did right by switching trainers. Jay Gibson said, I had high hopes for Mo. I know a lot of us did. Jay Gibson said, damn, yeah. And you know what, Earl Spence, I know some people talked about why he wasn't there. You know how I looked at it? That was a mature that was a mature that was a mature uh thinking on his part. I know that sounds crazy, but think about it. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford in the same place. What could possibly happen? You know what I'm saying? That how the crowds could have reacted, what could have hopped off. I think it was mature on Earl's part to be like, this is Mo's night. Let me not cause, add controversy. Mo decided to work with Bo Mack and Terrence and all that. And Terrence and them, for what I just learned, have been in Texas for a couple of weeks now. So I think it was good that they didn't come together, because everybody be like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? When y'all fighting? When y'all fighting? And it would have caused an uproar. Anything could have kicked off that wasn't favorable to either one of them. So I'm not even mad at Earl Spence not, I think he was like, y'all, let me not, cause no extra, hoopla and over there with them. Let me just fall back and stay over here while they doing what they gotta do. Because those are Maurice Hooker's trainers. So that's how he looked at it. That's how I looked at it. Extra O is in the building. What you got on?
Salute to the queen. Hey, hold on, queen. Hold on, queen. Let me get my shit right over here. Hold on 1 second. My hit
Uh,
my headphone.
Reginald said this fight he talked the talk and walked the walk. He showed did. C said I like Cobb. He's been in quite a few 50-50 fights. Takes balls to do that nowadays. Yeah.
Salute to the queen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's extra. I'm gonna ask you to take over for a minute while I talk to my insurance people. I'm gonna be here.
Oh
I can
shit.
hear you guys. I want you to
Oh,
cook. Tell me how the night
oh
went.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh
you
shit.
for a hot second. Go
No,
ahead.
okay, let me go on and cook then. Let me take off from T real quick. Go ahead and
Ah,
how you
yeah.
been, T. I got
You got it.
you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my thing is, I just think with the way Blair came out, he was totally different. And I just think his footwork, as far as his footwork and stuff, it still was pretty much, it's still pretty much suspect. But as far as his last showing, what I'm saying, this showing compared to the last showing was totally different. It was light years ahead. So I thought in the Rocha fight, um, I thought that he was pretty. He didn't keep a consistent jab to keep Rocha on the outside, so he allowed Rocha to get on the inside, and therefore Rocha was able to hit him with clean shots. His chin stayed up, so his chin was always available in the Rocha fight. So he fixed a couple of things that I saw that he came into this fight and he came prepared. And I think that that was the difference. So that's the thing I seen with the difference between the fight with Mighty Mo and the fight with Alexis Rocha. So you guys tell me what you think, what changes that you seen that was different from the Alexis Rocha fight and the Mighty Mo fight. What changes did you guys see in the comments? If you want to leave your comments, tell me what you seen, the difference that you seen you know that made this fight, a lot better. And it was a lot of things that I seen, and like I said, I did go I did go with Mighty Mo. I bet my money with Mighty. Oh, is that Q? Q that Q you on the panel?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yo, you got Quentin on the panel. What's up,
Yeah.
Quentin?
Yeah, Quinn got he got his. I was calling. I was seeing what he's on the panel. I think he got his. I think he got his mic muted.
Miss T, they won't even let me comment on the what you call it. Hello?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you, Q. She
What's
running
Yeah,
up,
back
Quentin? Go ahead and listen to
yeah.
what Extra O say.
Yeah, I tried to make a comment earlier. It won't let me.
and forth. That's crazy. Let me see, cause I made a comment earlier.
Not
I come.
not sure why that's doing that, Q, but I'll check into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's good with y'all, man?
Hey, everything good, Q? What's good with you, brother? What's good with your
Oh,
fam?
nothing. Oh, nothing silly, man. I got a challenge tonight on the E Thriller. I'm gonna see is my boy gonna accept my challenge. Don't nobody know what the challenge is. Y'all
Hold
gotta
on.
tune
Who you
in and check it out because it's gonna be something that's gonna blow everybody's mind.
Q? Who you
Not
who
gonna
you
be
co-
expected. Trust and believe. You're not gonna want to miss it.
Q? Who you finna cook tonight, Q? Who you gonna cook? You want to tell us? You want to just pop up and you gonna be a surprise?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm going at that top five.
Hey, let me ask you this question then. Let's do this then. Is it gonna be a Bud and Spence thing? So do I need to find so I can narrow it down to the Bud fans?
Uh like I said,
Uh,
if I say that, I'm gonna be saying too much. So I'm
okay.
just gonna hold back until the night when Thriller come on. But hey man, I hear y'all talking about cobs, right?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Uh man, uh
What up, Reginald? I see you in the comments. What's going on, brother? You go ahead.
Mo
Go ahead.
Mo Mo Hooker, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. He finna be food for all them young dudes. You know what I'm saying? He gonna retire or he gonna be a gatekeeper to where somebody can build their resume up, right?
I said the same thing, Q. I said the same thing the other day. I said either it's gonna be one thing because I said the same thing. I said he's gonna be food for the young guys, just to build
Mhm.
their name up. He's gonna be a gatekeeper. I said the exact same thing. I think I said it on if it was E Thriller or somebody I was on, but I said the same thing.
Yeah, man. Cause you know, uh other than that, you know,
But
uh
But Q,
I,
he wouldn't. If you notice, man, because I mean, first of all, let's first thing first. He came in that motherfucker out of shape. He wasn't even. You know, he came in that mother. You know, you come in and you on the scale. Well, you 150, you 3 pounds over on the scale. So yes, you started this shit. So
Yeah. You know,
you was
anytime they come overweight like that, 9 times out of 10, if you just think about it,
mm-hmm,
you
mm-hmm,
know, Cambosis,
yep,
these motherfuckers that been overweight, been coming up overweight lately, they all been losing
yeah, yeah. Because they
like
ain't
they
taking that
supposed
shit
to.
serious. They ain't taking that shit serious, Q. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You know, they come in there bullshitting and taking that shit serious. And I went with Mo Q.
me
I went
too.
with Mo. he
Me
disappointed.
too.
He disappointed the shit out of me, bro.
Man, he didn't cut the ring off like he was supposed to.
He didn't do none of that shit, man. I'm talking about like, and if you look at it, Carls didn't really have the best footwork. He was kind of wild in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But he was, he was catching them, and I was like, damn, Mo, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Use your jab, kind of, get in the rhythm or something. Goddamn, you just allowing your ass to get popped. You know what I'm saying? Your foot wasn't to the outside of the other. You know what I'm saying? You letting Blair get to the, he just getting inside. He just tagging your ass. And then I guess at the end, what that was round 9, Blair was like, "Shit, I'm just want to chill. I'm gonna coach these rest of these rounds. I don't want this shit. Mo didn't come to fight,
Nah,
so I was just." And then to me, he wasn't the same since that Ramirez fight. You know what I'm saying? Mighty Mo just he was done. You know what I'm saying? It was just like that Ramirez fight. But he came back and beat Perez. He came back and beat him, but then Virgil whooped his ass. And then he done, Q. He done. It's over with. Mighty Mo might well go on and just hang that shit up. Like he said, if he hang around, man, he just gonna be food for the younger guys. And you know what I'm saying, he could be a gatekeeper or something. That's about it, man. He done, bro.
yeah, man. I hate to say it, man, but it's true, man. You know what I'm saying? If he stick around, he gonna get some big fights. He gonna get some big fights, but
Right,
against opponents that he don't have no shot at winning at
right,
all.
right,
He
right.
just better get paid good for taking them L's and giving these young motherfuckers credibility like a motherfucker. Because Mo was a former champion, so you get him on your resume, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. It looks good on your resume. You know what I'm saying? So, and what was your take? What you think about Virgil, man? What's your take? I want to hear your take on Virgil. What you think about his showing and everything? With the McKinson fight.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I think Virgil did his thing. When I look at Virgil, I see a Mexican Earl Spence. That's what the fuck I see.
Hey, I said
You
the
would
same
say that,
shit.
Q.
I
You
see
I
a
would
said the
say
Mexican
that.
same
Earl
shit.
Spence.
I
That's
said,
what I see.
hey, but you know what, me and T is funny because me and Q, we on different realms on that.
Yeah.
He's Spence fan, I'm the Bud fan, but
Yeah.
I can agree with Q on that. Hey, Miss T, Q
Yo.
said some shit then because I do see with the way that he fight because he goes to the back, man. He was fucking McKinson body up, but see the thing I think about him, Q, is the
Mhm.
fact that he's still young, so he got some stuff to learn because you saw him at first. He was he was he was loading up on his shots at first, and he was loaded up on his shots, and he was trying to get McKinson out of there real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was trying to do too much too quick, and I think because he know Kinston don't have the power to get that hurt him or nothing like that. He was trying
Mhm.
to load up on his shot instead of just being comfortable using his jab and trying to just finish.
Hold on one second. We got two Qs in here. What's we got two Qs in here. I just pulled them up.
Man,
Uh
how that happened?
That
oh
I
hell
don't know. And then you talking to somebody. Jerry, the phone line's open. Bob Aaron, the phone lines are open. So you good to come through if you want.
Matter of fact, let me tap out real quick and come back. Cause man,
yeah,
I
yeah,
do see two of me.
Yeah.
Even though it
yeah,
needs to
yeah,
be two of me. Yeah.
yeah. Tap out Q and
Yeah.
tap back in.
You
I'll tap out.
Okay.
I yeah, duo. I was trying to listen to both of y'all, man. The dude
Yeah.
was talking, the
Yeah.
dude was
You see
working with
two
me, but
like
he
a
had to put
motherfucker.
another lady on and she was talking like real
Oh,
slow. I was
okay.
like, come on, lady. I was gonna say, hurry the fuck up. But I
Yeah.
wanted to be nice. They being nice to me. Hey, Jared, the phone line's open. Y'all know Jared want to get in on this too.
Yeah. But
Um,
I just felt like he was loading up on his shots. I feel like he was loading up on his shots. I feel like he was rushing it because he was trying to get McKesson out of there. That's what I felt.
let me tell y'all what I think of Virgil Ortiz. I can see why Q say that just a little bit, but Virgil Ortiz, he is almost like he want to be on his toes, but he not. He squares up, Spence don't, and he swings from his waist, whereas Spence is somewhat sitting down on his punches, even
Yeah.
when he moving around. So
Mhm.
when Spence ready to swing, it's not that far of a transition for him to sit down on his punches. That's why he be hurting motherfuckers, even when he throw a jab. Virgil is squared up, walking forward. You'll never teach a fighter to fight like that. And he swings for he to be squared up and swinging. He's probably better than most people.
And
And the
that's what
fact that he can deliver a hard punch. But go ahead,
that's
Ed.
what I said too. And I say that's why I say he got something to learn. He got still got stuff to learn. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't feel like he should get in there with a top fighter right now at this moment, because like a Crawford or Spence, because I
Mhm.
think that it's too early for him, because the mistakes that he's making right now, they'll capitalize on those mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It won't be it won't be like that with them, you know what I'm saying? Because they too smart. You got an Earl Spence and a Terrence Crawford, they're too damn smart, and they're gonna capitalize on all the mistakes that you just named.
Man, yeah. Virgil, he too squared up to fight Terrence. That's point blank period. Terrence to hurt him.
Right.
Spence, even though Spence flat footed, he sits kind of down on his punches. And when he get to fighting, that'll hurt Virgil too.
Yeah, yeah.
But do I think Virgil have a chance with either one? Of course, I think Spence can have a chance with Bud. I always go with the more complete fighter because they're gonna have more adjustments, more opportunity to think differently and
Mhm.
everything. Oh, here come Bob, y'all.
Oh shit. Is Q
Bob
back on?
Arrows.
I see
Let's
Q. I
get
see
it.
Q.
No.
Oh, oh okay,
What's
there go
what's
Q.
up,
Okay.
Bob?
Oh, what's up,
What's
man?
up, Bob?
Bob Arrow.
Jerry, what going on, man? Can he hear us? Me too.
Yeah. Can you hear hey, Jared? Can you hear everybody? They can hear you, I think.
We can't hear him.
Did y'all just hear him?
No, I see your microphone moving, but I can't hear. I can hear you, but I can't hear him. I don't know if you can hear him.
Jared, you know what? I don't really know. Somebody else tried to call in the other day, and it was like I can't. The chat said they could not hear, and I don't. Let me check something because I was like, I hear it plain as day. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not Q. Can you
Hold
hear
on,
Jerry?
Jared, say something. Test. Can you hear? Can you hear? Jerry, y'all.
No, I can't hear him.
No, I can't
Jared,
hear
say
me.
something. Testing 1, 2, 3. Say that. Say it. Jerry can hear y'all, but y'all can't hear Jerry still.
Yeah, no, I can't hear him.
Oh, Jerry, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna have to click that stream yard once in a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah,
No.
tell Jerry come on the panel. Tell him he can click on the
Tell
panel.
me he can cover his camera.
Hey,
No.
Jerry, did you hear them, Jerry, just now? Can y'all hear Jerry say hello?
No, but if he click that stream yard, we'll hear him just fine. No.
Jerry, you gonna have to click the link. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. You gonna have to click the link and come in through that way. That way you on the panel. On your landline, is it a landline or a mobile phone?
Oh, Jerry old school.
Oh shit, Jerry. Jerry, you gonna have to.
he,
I know. It's not you. It's this damn Google phone number. It's not you, Jerry. This happened to a caller of mine the other day, and I thought I fixed it. I don't even know why it's acting like that. So I'm gonna have to do some research because the phones are not working, Jerry. Nobody hears you. Nobody hear you. So there is no point. Yeah, it's no point in you even trying to break down. You'll only be talking to me. So just get in the chat, Jerry. I'm sorry. All right, okay. Bye bye. Oh man, I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close this out and try to bring it up again. But go ahead, what y'all was saying.
I
Yeah.
was
Oh,
just saying,
I think I was saying something about Spence. I think Spence would demolish Virgil Ortiz, and Crawford would demolish him. He not really ready, but I tell you this, I like Virgil Ortiz. I
he
can be a
got
fan.
he got good power, man. He got good power. He got, so he can get in. He can get in there. He puts you in the pressure cooker. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you know what? That's why I would like to see a fight right now between him and Stanley Jones, because I think they'll be in the phone booth. It'll be right there. They'll be right there in front of each other. Him and Stanley Jones.
Hey, how about Conor Ben and him?
Oh
That,
man,
that,
that's a
whew, that would be a
yeah.
good one.
It's gonna be a slugfest.
Hell
It's gonna
yeah.
be
What
a
you think,
slugfest.
Q? What you think, Q? Conor Ben and Virgil Ortiz?
Uh, I don't think Eddie Hearn to put Conor Ben in the ring with nobody like a Virgil. He talking shit about wanting boot snatch. I don't believe that.
He ain't gonna do that. Yeah, he ain't gonna do that.
I don't believe that either.
Did
Yeah,
y'all just hear me hit this ring? Hold on, y'all tell me. Did y'all hear that ring?
it was
Nope.
faint. I heard it, but it was faint.
It was very faint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jerry, we ain't ready to do the calls tonight. This gonna take some hardcore looking into, and I don't even know why it's acting like that. So, yeah, Conor Ben, I think would be an excellent match or step up for Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz, he kind of was Spence X like ESQ.
Yeah.
That night he was reminding me of Spence a little bit.
It's
Not a lot, but that night.
But you know
But
what, though, Miss T? You know
what's
what a
up?
lot of people fail to realize, right?
Mhm. What's
They
up?
fail to realize this here. They try to criticize Virgil because he caught some shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with this style, this hard pressure style, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take some to get some. And if you can take what your opponent is throwing out and they can't keep you up off of them, eventually they cave to that pressure.
That's why your boy took so many, Mr. Q.
Yeah.
Hey,
Why
and
so
that's
important?
fine.
That's why
That's fine, because boy, I tell you what, if
Yeah.
y'all boy do not give mine something that he can feel, guess what? Spencer will be on him all night, and eventually he will
yeah.
cave to that
Hey,
He
pressure.
not. Yeah.
Q went to the
You know.
info, giving them
You,
something he can
hey,
feel, huh?
you. Hey, mate.
You
Hey,
thought about that
Hey,
too.
you know.
Let him know it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know it's real. That's right.
You know he not
Let
going in
'em-
there, Miss Q. He gonna stay. He gonna stick him to the outside with them angles and stuff. He gonna move. He ain't gonna go. But you know what's so funny though? I went back and watched that Sean Porter fight. It was so crazy when I seen Sean Porter put him in the pressure cooker and put Earl on his back foot like that. He hit Earl with some good shots on the inside. Now Sean took some
Mhm.
punishment too. Sean took a lot of goddamn
Yeah,
punishment, but he was catching Earl with some good shots on
yeah.
the inside.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't
Matter,
gonna lie. He was. He was. He
matter
was.
of fact, it ain't too many people to have Earl bruised up in the face like
No,
that,
no,
and that was
So
exactly.
that
Sean
was the
Porter.
first time he
Yeah,
didn't win that many rounds
Yeah,
yeah,
outside
that's
of the Kell Brook.
because you used to seeing Earl do that to other people.
yeah. And that's the thing with Earl. We know he got some thunderous punches. We know the Terrence got it.
Oh
And
yeah,
see,
Earl
for
Earl
me,
sit down on his shit.
like I said, for me, the reason why I ride Team Crawford all day on this one is because Crawford is the more complete fighter. I don't know how many fights we got to look at when we see a flat-footed fighter in there versus a fighter that fight on his toes. Who always win? 9 times out of 10. I'm not
But
saying the
but
flat-footed fighter can't win, but
Spence ain't all that flat footed, man. He got educated feet. He know
I,
how to bounce them from time to time when
I
necessary.
I've never seen him do it. But I
Watch it.
will
They
say
say
he
the
knows
same
how
thing
to
about
move
Danny
around.
Garcia, but you saw what he put on
Yeah,
display. You normally don't see Danny fight like that.
I
Right.
do remember seeing Danny fight like that in the
But
lower
you know what
weights,
though? But you
but
know what
not
though, Miss?
147, but now
Right.
in
But
154.
but but this last one that went against Benavidez, he had to because Benavidez was initiating no offense, so he had to be front footed. He had to be heavy, heavy on his front foot and going, moving and stuff. Benavidez made Garcia look like he was damn I'm trying to say goddamn who I'm trying to say he moving around. I'm just gonna say he looking like make him look like he was Crawford. Boy, he was moving around. He was because
And
you
you
never
know you don't
see
normally see that from him.
you don't see that from him.
Right. Garcia had to get on his toes because a flat-footed fighter, it doesn't mean they can't win a fight against a person who's on their toes because it could be the pressure and what's his name? He gives pressure. He's bigger. You know, you was talking about what's his name? Benavidez Jose. He
Mhm.
he was giving some pressure. He's towering over Danny. Danny had to get in. He'll be a fool to stand in front of him. And the same thing with Crawford and Spence. Crawford would be a fool to stand in front of Earl. He
He
gonna
might
have to
want to
get on
prove
his
he a
toes.
dog, though, Miss
No,
T,
no,
because all y'all keep saying that he's a
that won't
dog.
make Miss Q. That won't make sense. He'll punish him. He'll punish him. And I'm a Bud fan. You know that, Mr. Q. He'll punish him.
Yeah,
He'll punish him.
Yeah.
He'll punish him. He'll punish
That
him.
Earl, I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
right.
Earl's opponents have not been able to break the
The
Spence
code.
code.
The code.
They
He
haven't
does.
been able to do
But
it.
because you know what, Miss T,
Right.
everybody's always quick to say, "Well, Spence don't make no adjustments." But the thing is, that style works for him so well to where he don't have to make many.
He
But
don't.
yeah, you just wait. But it will come a day when you have that fighter that will, like when we talking about Ortiz and them. I
Yeah,
just now categorize him the same way I do the Figueroa brothers and the Benavidez brothers. I will never, as a coach, train any young person to start fighting like that because I always believe you do what you practice. If you be practicing a certain way all the time, you're gonna show up to the game doing the same thing. So
Right.
you would never tell nobody. I don't like that squaring up because even when I took karate when I was a youngster, and I fought formally in that too, and in tournaments. And I'm gonna tell you, it was always about the stance. When you're in a combat sport, it is always about your proper stance. That's where it starts. And it is
right.
always about your legs and your leg movement and stuff like that before it's ever about your hands or anything. So when I see people square up, it just make my blood boil like, nigga, who taught you how to fight? Now
Right.
that shit good when you young, but when you get 30, Mr. Quentin, you
Yeah,
know, you start falling down. Agility, reflexes, all that shit start going down. And that's why I say it's cool while you're young. Wait till they get over 25 and let's see how the adjustment, if they can adjust and change. But their ways will be baked in. Oh, y'all,
Right.
look what Jared said. Ortiz ready for Bud or Spence. Jared said 1,000% KO ratio, pure aggression,
You
even
can put
count
it. You can put.
for
You can put him
either.
in there. You can put him in now. You can. They'll mess. They'll fuck up his
Damn,
career, but you
Jared.
can put him in
man. Virgil had opportunity to fight Bud. De La Hoya and them already turned that down already before Porter got the fight.
there.
When
Right.
he got
Yeah.
elevated to the number one spot, they was putting him in position to
But he
challenge
was,
Bud for the WBO. He didn't want that smoke,
but
man.
here's the thing, Q. Like De La Hoya, I know he a creep, you know what I'm saying? But I would say this: De La Hoya don't strike me as a person who's gonna play peekaboo with you and hide you from tough opponents because he never did his career like that. But then De La Hoya is also a realist. If you ain't ready and he put enough money into you to invest in you and all that, he ain't gonna just throw the shit there. That's how come they be saving Ryan ass.
Well,
They be
I
saving
think they,
his
but
ass.
I think they were serious about this goddamn Ryan and this Tank fight though. But they said shit, Mayweather they not picking up the phone. I think they were serious this time. I think they wanted to really fight Tank. You
I
know what
don't
I'm saying?
know. I thought Mayweather was serious too.
No, no,
I guess not.
shit.
I'm pretty sure he gonna do another interview with Fight Hype and come up with some other demand as far as if they really want to fight, get
Right.
to talking with some goddamn sense, because all that 50-50 shit,
Right.
And Ryan, Florida ain't going for that. Cause like I say, De La Hoya handled him 70-30, and De La Hoya favor. Pick the gloves, the ring size, the whole 9 yards. So, Florida gonna get that get back through
Oh yeah,
Tank
he
Davis.
is.
He
Our
gonna get
money
that get
is
back through Tank Davis.
most definitely. Our money is in the building. He said, "Salute, Miss T. Salute to you, King." C said, "Big salute to Q, my guy, my favorite Earl Spence fan." I
Ah,
said, "Steez, what's up?"
Who was
Jake
that?
just
Who was that? See, oh, that's number
yeah.
3, Miss T.
That's number 3.
He
Oh,
number 3. He on the pound for pound
be,
BFB,
be,
boy.
be,
That's
be,
number
is that
3 right there.
Miss
See, boy, I fuck with him. That's
Mr.
my
Q got
nigga. He
that
gonna stay firm and solid with that bullshit. He be on. He
Mr. Q
ain't
got that big.
wavering, no
Q got that.
form,
I,
shape, or fashion. He gonna stay solid with that
I'm
bullshit.
trying to get on the pound for pound with what
He
Keith
got that
said.
big. Nah,
His
hey,
team down. No.
hey,
What's up?
hey, Q,
What's
Q
up?
got Q got that BFB list over there. He got that shit cooking, man.
He
Hey,
got that.
yeah, he got that shit over there cooking, man. I'm
I
like,
know, I know.
God
No,
damn.
Q, I consider it an honor if I don't make the top 5, but
Top 10 is
I'm a
coming.
bud.
But you know what's so funny though, Miss Q? Because
The top 10 is coming real soon. No.
Okay.
Miss T, I
What's
think the
up?
fact that we are boxing fans, we rock with Bud, but I think we just boxing fans. I think you got them people that are like real Earl Spence fans, and you got them people that
Yeah.
are real Bud fans and stuff like that. Now we ain't gonna, we want to see Bud fight the goddamn best, but you got no protection agent people, motherfuckers out there
Yeah.
that scared for their fighter to get in there with some real fighters.
What you call it, the Protection Bureau?
Yeah, they the protection bureau. They be protecting their best fighter and shit like that. They ain't like some of us, you know what I'm saying? Even Mr. Q, he want to see goddamn Earl get in there with the best.
Yeah,
He an
yeah.
Earl fan. He want to see Earl
Yeah.
fight the goddamn best.
He one of my favorite Earl fans. See, he said, what's funny is Bud will punish Earl is he stand there, Bud will counter the dog shit and then
Al,
slow ass punch. See,
Al, I see you, money. I see you. What's up, Al, money?
this is why Q say you number 3.
What's funny is Bud punish Earl is
Yeah, C's, C's, you all right with me? Extra O said, what's up, bro? We got boxing nerd in the building. He said, hey, Quentin Bradley, how you doing, brother? What's up, King? And
How
C
you
said,
doing, boxing nerd? Get me in Canada, baby.
he said,
Get
honestly,
me in
King
Canada.
is a huge Spence fan, but you can't call him aerosexual. The man is very objective. Gotta admit it. Oh,
He is.
Q, my boy.
He is.
He
He
is.
is.
He is.
I be hearing Mr. Quinn. I be hearing Mr. Quinn, and I be hearing him cooking sometimes. But I know, yeah, he an Earl Spence fan, but he
Definitely.
very objective. So I
I
can
mean,
get him
he
that.
have his what y'all call it, Q, your moist moments or something.
Yeah, I mean, I think he
I
get
mean,
that.
Oh
I
my
think he get
God.
like that when he go against them Bud fans. I think that's when he started
yeah.
having his moments.
No, that day after the fight when Earl and Ugas had their fight, and it seemed
Oh,
like he was crying.
oh,
That was
oh, oh,
that
oh,
was
you
your
talking
moment.
about, man, I ain't gonna even lie, man. It, you had people that was talking about Ugas had a chance to actually win.
Ain't no way in that, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way in the fucking
And when they
world,
were saying that shit, I was like, man, what's your cash out?
bro. Bro.
I was like, oh, he is moved. Oh my goodness.
And when I heard Ugas made that comment talking about don't run, stand there, I was like, for real, you gonna stand in the
Look,
pocket and take that? Oh my God.
look, Jerry breaking news, y'all. Jerry breaking news. I only heard it from
Lawsuit
Jerry.
against Mahawk is no
Yeah,
longer being pursued. Nick.
pursued. We'll see, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, I ain't saying you wrong. I'm saying I ain't seen it yet. Jerry breaking news on this motherfucker. Al Money said, boxing nerd salute. Salute Queen at Boxing Fans Talk TV. Salute boxing nerd at Al Money. How you doing, my brother? And he said, at Q Brandley, it's about to be cold here soon. I need to come to America, brother. Yeah, it's cold as fuck. It's cold up there, Q.
Boy, it's hot as hell down here in Texas, boy.
Yeah, I believe you. What you say? Y'all walking in slow motion down there, Q?
Man, I'm telling you, you got to stay beverage up. It's in the hundreds down here.
Mm, mm.
That's crazy. We getting the goddamn rain and shit up here in Atlanta.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
Yeah.
it's hot. It be hot some days. I get out to the car, I be like, let me take my ass back in the house. I ain't going nowhere.
Right, right,
It be
right.
hot. I ain't with all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It be hot as
It
hell,
be,
but then of the rain all of a sudden out of no damn where.
you know how you got your permanent settings on your AC? Because y'all, some people don't know this. I think most of us do though. When you set your AC, you put it on one setting, don't keep bothering it. You know what I'm saying? That's how you
Right,
get the crazy ass electric bills. But shit, I was in here one day and I was like, is the bitch even on? It was that motherfucking hot. I was like, damn. And I
right,
was,
right.
whew. But you know how Q fell off. You know how I don't know if it do this to you extra because you still in Georgia. Why in the fuck in the summer months shit like your electric and water seem like it quadruple? Your
I don't
usage
know.
ain't changed, but this the only state I've ever been where that shit happens.
Right, that shit crazy, man. We were looking at our goddamn bill. I was like, what the fuck, man? What is this shit like? Man, our bill don't triple.
Exactly. Like it's like
No.
man, our water bill is fucking ridiculous during the regular fall, spring, and winter. But
This
then in
shit,
the summer, it's the same bill. They just multiply it by 4, and that
that
be
shit,
your bill. That shit, I
yeah,
can't stand that shit. That sound like too much like rip off.
right.
Republican state my ass saving money and conservative my ass. Oh, they'll find a fucking way to get money out you and shit, but
Right,
then tell
right.
you ain't paying no taxes. That's because you paying everything else.
Damn, sure is, man. They killing your ass on this shit up there, man. I'm like, what the fuck? I was looking at the goddamn bill. I was like, man, you got to be fucking kidding me. You got to be kidding
Yeah,
me. Yeah, that shit is
yeah.
ridiculous.
And with me, I can take one shower a day. I can take 2 or 3. I don't worry about conserving water, but I dare not, and I mean dare not, turn on my sprinklers. So sometimes my grass get a little scorched, but shit, I'm scared to turn on the sprinklers.
I know that. I know it.
Come up in
And
that bitch be
that,
like $300 a month water bill. What?
yeah, yeah. But you have to turn it on because, like you said, you don't want your grass and shit getting all scorched all up and shit like that because it's so fucking hot.
I
You know
take
what
a
I'm
scorcher too as long as it rains sometime that week. If it
saying?
go if I know it's not gonna rain for 2 weeks, which it rarely ever do,
Yeah.
it always rain around here.
We
But
we we we.
sometimes it be so hard that a couple of parts of my grass got scorched. But like when they was laying these cables for Xfinity out here, they dug. You know how they dig up your ground? Like we all our stuff is in the ground, and so
Right.
they digged up the grass, but they put it back. But that little long little patch that they dug up, that shit all burnt. Like when they dug it up, they must have killed
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
So you think I give a fuck? I don't care. Shit, I'm not paying no $300 water bill. Like, how in the fuck can you justify that? Ain't that
but
many
it
people in the house.
but it been good though because we've been getting a lot of rain up here, up this
Yeah.
way. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of rain. It's been raining damn near every day. So that's been a good thing about there. You know.
I don't know what happened to Q. I don't know if your phone died or something. See, he said, yeah, he has his moist moments like we all do, but that man is nothing like these aerosexual. Man, I
Yeah.
can't stand him. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
Um,
you right, Steve. You goddamn so right, Steve. Cause it's some earl sexuals out there, man. They get on your fucking nerves. You be like, bro, you got to be kidding me, man. Like y'all, we have these real moments, and y'all act like y'all act like that man. Y'all hold that man near and dear to y'all heart. Now I'm a Bud
yeah.
fan, but I ain't finna hold that nigga ass too much. Like, yeah, he don't know me, and I don't know him. I just love the way he box. I respect him as a man, and I love the way he box and all that shit like
Mhm.
that. But going past that, saying fight, you know what I'm saying, fussing with these guys and going here, oh, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all
Nah,
that.
I
It
ain't
ain't
gonna
it
do
ain't
it
that
neither.
serious.
Jared Tasser said news broke 4 days ago. No filing in the state level been 7 weeks. All right, Jared, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm gonna have to see something official. I ain't saying no all the way. I'm trusting, but I'm verifying. I'm doing one of your Republican moves, your Ronald Reagan move. Trust but verify. Yeah, I don't know, like with this is what I was gonna say about Blair to Flair, but I was on the phone because I couldn't get my, I could multitask, but not that damn good. I was tripping over my words, so thanks for holding it down for me,
Come on.
extra
I
O.
got you.
But
I got you.
so Blair to Flair, right? Let's take these three characters. You got Blair to Flair, you got Ryan Garcia, you got Earl Spence, right? Out of the three, in my opinion, when it comes to just saying shit or talking out the side of your neck, I favor Blair more than the other two. Why? Because one, Ryan is real easy and simple. He's a liar. So that's real easy to knock him off. But Earl Spence, when he talks, I don't think a lot of people from Texas, and this is not all Texans, let me repeat, not all Texans, it's not an absolute, but a lot of people from Texas got the same issue that people from New York, how I used to feel about New Yorkers, which I've seen the improvements in New Yorkers. They have the attitude, or when they talk, they always find a way to belittle somebody or devalue somebody, and how people just falling short or they act like they the center of the universe. And that's irritating to everybody else who's not from Texas, because it's 50 states.
It's a condescending type of tone, like almost
Like low key condescending, belittling, or whatever. And I be wondering, do they even know they do that? Not every Texan, but and when I say New Yorkers have improved, I'm gonna tell you how I know. When I first came in the military, my first brush up with and you meet a lot of people from a lot of places, and my first brush up with New Yorkers, my first almost 10 years, I was like, God damn, what is wrong with these people? They don't know how to say hi. They always got their lip poked out. They always in a bad mood. Everything is always about them. Fuck New York. You start saying shit like that. Like, fuck New York. Fuck y'all thought. Y'all ain't better than
but they'll look at, see, and that's the problem I had one too, because I had a homeboy back in the day, you know what I'm saying, they come, and that's when them New York started coming out here like, yo, y'all cut, and you speak to them, they looking at you crazy, because I guess up there they don't speak and shit. Like I said, I've never been to New York, but I have encountered New Yorkers down here in Atlanta, and they like, yo, y'all so fucking country, yo. Y'all so what the fuck you doing down here for then, nigga? Take your ass back up.
Or they attribute being country dumb. And you be like, who the fuck said you smarter than me? Nigga can talk better than me. Look, my language back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, I was what you call it. I ain't gonna say ebonics, because that shit didn't exist when we was young. But like improper like a motherfucker, as much as like I wouldn't put the ORs on the end, like I say dough, flow, just straight improper. But I would lap that ass in a minute on any test. You talking all that proper talk, but you ain't finished the third grade. What the fuck? Fuck out my face. But it makes you have an irritation towards him. So then it got to a point like 4 years into the military, because I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, thinking it's this person or it's that person. But I was like, all y'all motherfuckers like that. So every time I met somebody from New York, I had my guard up. I had to trust but verify, like, let me see if they gonna go that way. And if they didn't, I put my guard down. Oh, they regular people. Then the second half, when I say they improved, because the next 5 years that I got 10 years in the military, I would meet a lot of people from New York, and somebody must have told them, they must have got the assignment or the memo that, hey, change that up. Then it went to my second half of my 20 years. It was all people saying they from ATL. So the fuck what you from ATL? And what? How does that change what the hell we talking about? I don't give a fuck where you from, person to person. And then over time, y'all must have got the memo too. Because I live in Georgia. And so I be like, I'm around Georgians all the time. And it's normal, just like when I'm from Virginia. Country people speak. They have manners and this, that, and the other. That's what I'm used to. And but now I get, hold on one second. I get on here, and then, with the sport thing, because I don't look at football and I don't look at basketball. But Texans, I swear you guys act like y'all the center of the universe. And then everything, y'all are so holier than thou, so much better than everybody, simply because you from Texas. And I, for one, find that irritating, just like I found the New Yorkers irritating. But you know what? I'm just one person. I just figure I'm gonna tell the truth about that. It's like y'all can't be beat, nothing. Everything y'all are perfect because you from Texas. Again, I'm not saying everybody from Texas do this, but the one,
Right.
it's enough of y'all who do. That's a turnoff. It's an irritation to other people who be like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? But I guess eventually I hope that will change. That's why I say with Errol Spence, you can tell he's indoctrinated in that culture,
Right.
and he's an introvert. I'm sure face to face, outside of boxing, he's a pleasant, kind man, a thoughtful guy, and all the good things I could say about him. But when you start talking about sports, here come the belittling, here come the devaluing, here come the snide remarks, and like you said, condescending shit. And
Yeah.
his true self, he don't even come off like that. Blair comes off like, I got to get it from the mud. If I don't like me, if I don't big me up, who gonna do it? And
Right.
Ryan just a liar. He's a charlatan. So I thought I might add that in. What you think, actually? I know I was going on and on, but
Oh no, no, I definitely get it because I hear these motherfuckers, and I guess what happens is because when you talk about Earl Spencer, you talk about Jamel Charlo and all them guys, they're not actually from Texas, but they've been there so long they adopted the Texas thing, the culture and shit like that, and it's almost like when you start hearing Jamel Charlo talk, oh everything bigger in Texas, y'all ain't doing shit in the other, you know what I'm saying? He always talking like, you know what I'm saying, he Mr. Big Shit and all this stuff like that. Earl, his shit come off more subtle, but he still got that way. And I do see it. I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But it comes off as, you know what I'm saying, y'all better than everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got that. Y'all look down on, you know what I'm saying, other states and shit like that. Like if you
like
ain't,
only y'all matter.
yep, yep. That's what it gives off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like only Texas matters. And I counter that with a lot of people. They like, look, we did say New York, New York was big about that shit at first, but they kind of calmed down off that shit over the years. But now you do see that shit a lot with Texas. And it's not everybody that's in Texas. So if you in the panel or I mean not in the panel, but you on the chat or you listening, we're not talking about everybody in Texas, but most of y'all motherfuckers.
Exactly. Yeah, I got the arguing, and I was in the smoking, trying to sneak and smoke some weed, but I wasn't successful. This lady kept coming around, put the weed out. But we was in the smoke that, and I'm smoking like one of my what was I smoking? A cigar, I think, Black
Uh,
Mile or something. And this lady, I didn't know she was a bum because the way clothes she had, I figured she wanted the cleanest, but I didn't think she was a bum or like a homeless person. This bitch got to arguing with a whole group of us of trying to tell us how better Texas is than everywhere else. Like if it weren't for Texas, where would America be? Fine. We'll be fine. That's the answer. Shit.
right,
Y'all
right.
not the first fucking colony or whatever. Like, I be like, wow, like this lady is seriously making this argument. And then she got on me because the people who started the talk, they got up and left. And guess where they was from?
Well,
Texas. They was talking about their own folks. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just casually joining the conversation. They
yeah.
got up and left because she got serious as a motherfucker out there, and they couldn't take her, so they left. And then she was bringing that shit to me, and I mean, I'm almost late for my engagements and shit, fussing with this fucking bum. I'm like, this bitch is off the chain. And then she was getting mad too. Like she was trying to tell me, as a matter of fact, that's why we got Six Flags. Fuck your Six Flags. That's how I was feeling. Like she got my blood going. I'm like, lady, every state in the union can say something great about themselves or feel like they did something extraordinary to add to the fabric of the United
Right,
States. Why the
right.
fuck y'all keep talking like it's only y'all?
Exactly,
We don't
exactly.
fucking know nothing about y'all on the East Coast.
Right.
Just like I'm sure y'all don't know shit about us in Texas.
Nope, nope.
It was just crazy, man. But that,
Yeah,
yeah, it's I was gonna compare it to something else too. It's kind of like how they put people down, this, that, and that. It's kind of like discrimination almost. It's in that realm. I know that sounds crazy and it might be a stretch, but I'm telling you guys, any guys in Texas, to mean girls too, girls and guys, if you guys talk like this, you gotta, I'm just letting you know, if nobody else let you know, this is how y'all sound.
Yep.
Y'all sound like y'all talking discriminatory kind of ways, or in Texas, like you're not gonna get a fair shake or whatever. It's almost like y'all think y'all the center of the universe. And I'm telling you, when I went to in the military and I stayed 20 years, I wasn't just fighting for Texas. I fought
Right.
for all 50 states
There you go.
in this
There you
territory,
go.
not just for black people, for all people, not just for one religion, for all religion. I fought for the United States. And we are that hand that when we ball it up, we make that mighty fist. All of us,
Yep.
not just Texas.
Yep. Yep.
Then I just be like, oh my God.
I feel you.
That's
I totally understand. I totally understand. Like I said, man, I've been getting that. I've been getting that little feeling about the people from Texas. I've been getting that little, like we better than y'all type of vibe when it comes to the Texas people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we better than everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
mhm.
Texas, it's Texas than everybody else. I've been, but I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I just don't dwell in it, you know what I'm saying? Because when I run across folks that act like that, yeah, I ain't got to be fucking with them, you
Yeah.
know, that's the thing. So, and like I said, Jamel Tallow, he be one of the ones who ain't want to, oh, everything bigger in Texas, y'all ain't doing
Mhm.
shit nowhere else. And I'll be like, man, shut your
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
mouth.
and they was born and raised in Louisiana.
In Louisiana.
All the way raised. They was
Louisiana.
grown, pretty much grown when they came to Texas. It's like
Yeah.
it's I knew what I was gonna compare it to. Y'all remember when Benavidez all of a sudden want no kinds of black? When that manager came out and tried to say some bullshit about Andre, like shit, you gonna have to pay me more to fight him. Or it seemed like they be riding that Mexican wave. Never before was they so happy to be Mexican. Now it's like it's profitable to be Mexican. They seem like they riding the wave and shit. It's kind
Yeah,
of like
right.
how it is to me when we talking Texan fighters. It's like you guys are so great in your own state, but how do we know? But then you say it translates outwardly and worldwide, but y'all don't go nowhere. Like that the females fight. I was gonna
Right.
ask you how you feel about that. It's a good segue. The Esprada girl, I'm probably be saying her name wrong.
But yeah,
And
it's right.
Esprada versus
Yeah.
Guzman. It to me, and this is just fairness to me. I thought it was a draw. You know
No,
why? Because
why?
Esprada was a great counterpuncher. She was precise. She was the bigger person. But that girl Guzman moved better, boxed better,
She
threw
did.
combinations,
She
and
did.
neither one of them really hurt the other one. But I seen where both of them, stung the other one here and there with a couple of punches. But Guzman hit her hard in the chest. And remember when she put her hand up? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. She must have hit one of them nipples real good. Esprada felt a tingling or a sharp twinge in her system all over her body. It ain't like y'all say when y'all get kicked in the nuts. But you hit a person in the titty real good, you be like, oh, for like 2-3 seconds, that stinging feeling can go all through your body or just right there in the chest. And you be holding stuff in front of it like, don't run that back. We don't run that back. Not that it will make you debilitating, but it's not comfortable. Let me just say that.
Right,
And
right.
so I seen Guzman do that to her a couple of times, but I seen Esprada hit Guzman with a counter punch, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and Guzman had to wince real hard, like, oh, let me get it together and back up. So I thought it was a draw. But then I say, this is why I say that attitude the Texans have, y'all gotta find a way to get better with that, because I'm of the belief that if you don't go and take it from anybody, whether you fighting for a championship on the line or not, if you don't take it from a Texan, you ain't gonna win in Texas.
You damn sure ain't. You gotta goddamn. You gotta be convincing. You got to be convincing, like either because they not gonna get that shit to you. They just not gonna give it to you. You gotta be like hands down. It can't be no doubt, no doubt. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
So how did you see that
I,
fight playing
I
out?
was in and out. I was in and out on that fight because I was doing a lot of. I had a lot of shit going on. So, but from what I did see, I think. I mean, I said it's what the
Estrada,
yeah,
whatever her name.
I said she won from what I looked at, and I tried to go back
Mhm.
and glance through some of it like that. I
Mhm.
I, I was saying I would say it was 8-4.
Yeah, I see. I'm not mad. You got those fights where I could say, "Oh, I thought it was a draw," but then in that same breath, I don't be mad if you gave it to one person or the other. I'm not mad at the decision,
Right.
but looking at it from my point of view, I thought it was a draw. I think they both did certain things well. Just
Mhm.
kind of, it's almost like how I feel about the Cruz and Tank fight. I wasn't mad if they was gonna call it a draw, but I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to either one. But then, I get mad if it's not a draw and clearly one person won, like the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight, the first one.
Mhm.
Clearly, to me, Deontay won because he knocked him unconscious. Period.
Right.
In the story.
Right.
So, but that to me, I don't like the draw. But sometimes I would say this, it was a factor to me that you got to take it from the champ. That's
Yeah.
why I had Charlo winning the first Harris and Charlo fight
Right.
because I said you ain't taking from him. He was the aggressor. He kept pushing it. He was hurting you. But Harris outboxed him all the time. You know.
Right.
But then I looked up the rules, and do you know that is not a legitimate factor? That's not in the rule book that say you got to take it from a champion. That might have been something that somebody thought, and it just caught on over the years. And
Mhm.
I was like, so that's
Be-
not a legitimate factor.
Right, right, because they not, what I'm saying? It's like they not gonna just, you gotta be convincing when you're going up against the reigning champion. You know what I'm saying? It's all, but you're right. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's gotta be, lights out because like you gotta be whooping their ass basically every round. You know what I'm saying? They not.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, my phone will
Okay.
ring. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You see what
So
this guy say right here? Modern King Boxing, welcome to the building, King. He said Esperanza, the marquee boxer, she lost to Sanicia Estrada already. Which one of them fought that night? Was it Esperanza or Estrada? Which one?
I don't know, man. I
I
don't know.
like when she was talking shit though. She was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, yeah, you like that, huh?" I was like, "What the?"
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
That shit was funny.
yeah. So I try to, and I definitely want to. I definitely with the whole women boxing thing. I want to support the women. The women
Mhm.
boxing and shit. Like I definitely want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because they, to me, to be honest with you, what I'm saying, they have to go through so much more than men. You know what I'm saying? They have
Mhm.
to. What I'm saying. It's almost like they have to get themselves out there and to get themselves on somebody card or some shit like that. They have to go 5 times, 10 times harder than any
Mhm.
any man. And I respect them for that. That's in any sport though, not just boxing. Women's basketball and all that shit. That's why I support all the women's sports, man, because I don't think a lot of people, get them. They do. They just do. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, they're just the women and all that shit like that. So I try to damn, what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I try to learn about more about the women. I'm not as studious with the women, and that's what I'm trying to get better with. Because I can tell you men boxers, but I got to get better with my women boxers and stuff like that. Not just the
Yeah.
the shields and all them. I'm talking about the other boxers that I don't know shit about. I'm about to start learning about these boxers.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I'm the same. I'm in the same predicament as you are. Just like I gave Texas as a whole some constructive criticism. Let me praise them because Texas, some of the cars have been going down in Texas. they be having women on the undercard, and
Right.
like this either the co-main or the first opening bout or something like that,
Right.
which make it to the TV. So shout outs to Texas for that, or whoever the promoter is, where that is welcome, and obviously the crowds like it. So shout outs to them because that's how you're gonna get better. You
Yep.
go where you do better, and New York is one of those places. It's enough diversity in New York where women can fare better. Like California, I wouldn't say. Not right now because is you never can tell. Like you can have a fighter that does well everywhere and get to California and no. And I'm gonna tell you, out of all the top notch fighters right now that
Mm-hmm.
you can say do well no matter where you put them,
Mm-hmm.
Tank Davis. No matter where you put him, he go to Cali, he's gonna do well. He
Right.
comes to Atlanta, he sells out.
Right.
Now you might get shot at after the motherfucker, but he does well. You go to New York, and you damn sure know if he go to B more.
Right.
Now, who else is big in the 135?
In the
Who else?
135
Yeah,
division,
Brian
look up
Garcia. He come to the East
Ryan
Coast,
Sales. Yeah.
but if he come to the East Coast, we don't know if he that great.
Yeah.
And we don't know because he'll never do it because he
Right.
won't come out his comfort zone. Earl Spence, I don't know if he's that great. If his shit is translating everywhere, because all he want to do is
In
do
Texas.
Texas.
In Texas. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He's in his comfort zone, and that's what trips me out about when they start talking about saying pay-per-view star and stuff like that. I'm saying I don't hate on Earl and that like that, but he's not a pay-per-view star. You know what I'm saying? His shit. You know what I'm saying? He in Texas. He's that guy, and then not only is that, you got Jerry Jones you got Jerry Jones backing him. He doing shit in Jerry
Yeah,
Jones Stadium. So I mean, how can you not win? You stay in the test. He has a comfort zone, and
yeah,
be honest with you, I don't blame him. I mean, but he's not a. That's why I get mad when they say yes, he sell more pay per views than Crawford. Well, okay, yeah, we can agree that, but he's not a Canelo or somebody like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
What he is he's great in Texas. Don't
He's great
y'all
in
want
Texas.
him to be great in the other 49 states or something like that? He's great in Texas,
Yeah, because he
and
goes
to
somewhere
me
else, he's not
that's
gonna sell out.
yeah. And you can't say that about Floyd because Floyd always went to Vegas. Floyd bring Vegas $1 billion every time he had an event. Plus,
Yes.
Floyd is from Michigan.
Yep.
So when you go to Vegas and you can sell out, that's a slight indication that you might be great everywhere else. And in New York, if you go to New York and you sell out, that's also a slight indicator. Because if what the song say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
You can
That
make it
shit
anywhere.
is such a proven statement. But if you that great and top billing in Texas, that's good for Texas.
Yeah,
I don't know what that mean in Virginia, and I start naming all the states on the East Coast and
mhm.
everywhere else. What does that mean? It just good for Texas.
It's
And
just
if you
it,
want,
it's
you got to expand beyond that. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, and that's it. That's it. It's good for Texas, and that's just it. That's just, and he's comfortable. It seems like he's comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
seems like that's what he want to do. But you know what I'm hoping though, Miss T. Me and Dion was cooking on this earlier today. We was talking on Bushido earlier today. We was cooking on. I told Dion, I was like, okay, if we can get this fight between Spence and Crawford within the next week or so, hopefully they can get it done. Hopefully by Bud being in Texas is saying some shit. Now I don't know if they saying, I know we talked earlier about they not having many venues available around that time of year, so Texas might be the only available venue. So he
Mm-hmm.
might be like, okay, fuck it, let's just go ahead and Texas. Now with that being said, it was said that they need to go ahead and promote this fight. I mean, they need to go ahead and get this fight done so it can get promoted. Dion made a statement. He said that shit, if you really look at it, it's already being promoted, what I'm saying, everywhere. And I thought about what he said because when you click on so much shit and you only seeing Crawford and Spence, Crawford and Spence. Now
Mm-hmm.
what's happening is now us hardcore boxing fans, we got them. We bigging it up. You seeing it all over the internet. You seen it all over
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. And so I was saying, do you think by that being done, some of these casual fans are catching on now that because Bud and Spence are not big with the casual fans, But by their names being everywhere right now, all over social
Mhm.
media, all over goddamn YouTube, all over the internet, do you think that this shit will catch on with the casual fans and this shit will be big if they going to make this shit?
Yeah, I think everybody in their social media in some kind of way, shape, or form should go and advocate. Whether you said when is Bud, just even writing a question like a statement. When is Bud and Spence fight coming? Damn, we waiting. Or creative people who know how to put a picture together of both of them. I think I got a picture on my thing somebody made. Of course, I'm not that creative with visual arts, but somebody put a picture of is actually them, but
Right.
the person that they was fighting wasn't each other, but it looked like they fighting each other about to clash with each other. And
Yeah.
we should start advertising that like
Yeah.
collectively. But y'all, like I advocate State Farm Arena, and I don't care what date. Atlanta is open.
It's open.
I'm advocating Atlanta is open,
It's
and it's fair,
open.
it's neutral. In fact, if you had to give a a leeway to which side of Earl or Crawford who that favors, you could say Earl, because we got flights coming from Atlanta to Dallas every day, and that joint is not even that expensive. You talking
Right.
about $120 flight, what I'm saying, like that, and it's all the time
Hmm.
to Atlanta, back and forth all day.
Right.
And so who could get here better and quicker?
Right.
Spence and his fans. You got a hotel right outside, a couple of them
Hmm.
right there. I would suggest after any fight where it's gonna be a whole lot of black folks, and I love my people, but shit, after if it's a congregation like that, go straight from the fight, straight to your room and get to the hotel. Don't linger around because shit can pop off. But
Right.
people want to be able to go to the fight, advocate and be hyped for who you want to be hyped for,
Mhm.
without somebody feeling like they want to hurt you for that. For that, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I agree. I agree. I
That,
agree.
and I don't get that warm and fuzzy from Texas, but then sometimes I think, because I think that way, I can't be the only one think that way. What if a lot of people who are Bud fans feel that way and they just converge on Texas and be like, yeah, yeah, let's get it? I don't even want that shit.
Right.
It has to be somewhere neutral. And
Neutral.
since you're trying to say Vegas is gone, fucking bring it to Atlanta.
Right. Hey, Mr. Jerry, man, we don't want to hear that negativity, bro.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he keep talking about the fight not going to happen. And in his statement, he'll make a statement. Both fighters,
Okay.
both fighters on the Midwest fight definitely not going to happen anywhere other than Dallas and Texas. If it happens
Mhm.
at all, does not look good. I'm trying to, and I just keep trying to, have some type of hope and try to have some type of, what I'm saying, something going on to say, it possibly could happen. I keep holding on to. I don't want to give up and say it's not gonna happen because I'm just gonna be deflated.
Exactly. Like, you gotta be optimistic. Martin King Boxing said Jamie Mitchell, female bantamweight champion, she a better all around boxer. Okay, I'm not familiar with it, but I'll look into it. And then Jerry come with Texas has 40 million people. Yeah, but that Texas
It's not a neutral site.
is not a neutral site, and it's not the end all to be all.
Right, right.
It's one state out of the union. It has its great qualities. And that's the good thing about having 50 states. It's so much difference where this state does this well and that state does that well. And Texas is definitely a great state, and it adds to the fabric of the United States, but it's not the only state. We didn't all learn how to become US citizens, and everything about the US started in Texas and spewed
Right,
out. Come
right,
on now. It ain't
right,
even the first state in the union. So how
right.
to was it? I don't remember if it was part of the 13 colonies. Like, I don't think it was, but look, I could be wrong, y'all. Don't give me the line.
And
Um
look at boy, look at Mr. Jerry. There you go again. Fight is not neutral regardless. It's all about promotion. Earl has the PBC promotion, Bud has none. No,
Bud got his leverage in his own way.
he do.
Marty
No.
King said, "I'm not falling for nothing anybody says. Nobody believe PBC rinky dinky line promotion."
I
Jared
feel
said,
you, Marty
"Casual
King.
fans catch on when Showtime starts promoting the fight. When the press tour kicks off, face it, fight not going to happen." And Jared, guess what? Guess what they promoting now? And been promoting Triple G and motherfucking Canelo. Like you see it all the time, little commercials here and there, but somehow or another promoters know how to be promoters for that. But when it comes to you know, this particular fight, they don't want to. That's why I say, Jerry, they do what the fuck they want to do. That's where my attitude about that comes from. Jerry said both fighters from the Midwest fight definitely not going to happen anywhere other than Dallas or Vegas. If it happens at all, does not look good. Fuck Dallas, man. It can't be in Dallas. And why do you say both from the Midwest?
But Earl's not from the Midwest.
I know Dallas people from Texas say they from the South. They'll actually say they the real South. Like
Right.
Virginia and from Maryland on down is the South. Just in case y'all was wondering, but motherfuckers would be like, that ain't the real South. This is what people from Texas say. We are the real South because the South is really the center. I'm like, dog, you guys were an add-on. You can't disregard what was already there.
Man, I ain't got time to be messing
I'm
with
telling
these
you,
guys,
man, the
man. I'm
Texas
got
folks are
crazy,
something else.
man. They crazy.
Martin King Boxer said, "I don't believe I'm agreeing with Jared. This fight is feeling like a disaster. Fuck PBC. Fight is not neutral regardless. It's all about promotion. Earl has PBC promotion, Bud has not. Stop talking like Bud don't have nothing in his corner. I told you he signed with Jared. You
Man,
had ample time to go look that shit up. Nowhere they fight is going to be neutral. Spence is the PBC fighter, and they will be the ones staging the fight, boxing 1-on-1. Oh Lord, Jared, I don't know why
man,
you think
I can't.
Crawford doesn't have a promotion team.
I can't with Mr. Jerry, man.
What the
I
fuck?
can't with Mr. Jerry, man.
You see,
He on one. He on one.
Jared is always gonna say that. I don't know how many times I gotta say Crawford who he signed with. Jared, you can go look this shit up yourself. Martin King said fans of both of them day one. Yeah. And he said, well, the fight is not made, so they not gonna promote it. Makes sense. Dallas is Midwest, in case you didn't know. Talk to some people from Texas. They gonna tell you they the real South.
Ask them if they Midwest. Ask Texas people if
Yeah.
they Midwest and see what they say.
They gonna tell you they the real South. The Carolinas are not the South. Georgia might not even be South. Some parts of Georgia, they the real South. That's what every person from Texas I ever talked to. That's how they feel. You see how we in the center? I said what?
Man.
Because they in the center, that makes them the real South. But that's how they feel. I was like, I ain't gonna argue with it. I know Virginia is a southern state. And we ain't the Georgia peach, but we not trying to be. Virginia's motto is Virginia is for lovers. That's what they say.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's hey, if they want to call themselves Midwest, South, whatever. I've never heard a Texan calling themselves Midwest. You say you haven't either, Extra, right?
Me, yeah, never. So I always hear them say South, and even anybody that's from Texas say the South, So I don't. Hey,
Look at Jerry.
he on one. He on one. He going ham. He going. I see him. I see the comments.
Yeah,
He going ham.
how many fights did Crawford get with his deal? Come on, Jerry. You ain't finna devalue a low key devalue or be condescending towards Crawford. It's Crawford country over here now. I told you about that, Jerry.
Well, look at the map. Easy on those. Oh my God.
Y'all is so funny.
Where's Jerry from?
Jerry, I'm telling y'all, Jerry is Bob Aaron. I don't care what he say. he probably from the East Coast somewhere. Jerry is either Bob's cousin or the Bob Aaron. I'm telling y'all.
What kind of deal has no? Okay. Oh, okay. I ain't gonna read no more Jerry.
Crawford not any deal as far as we know yet. Crawford signed with Introbox. I don't know. Listen, I don't understand how somebody show you the proof and be like, show you that it didn't come out of Miss T's ass or the side of her neck. And then y'all see that, and then y'all don't want to accept it. I'm like, what the hell, man? I don't know what to say to that. I don't get it. He said, emoji tripping, Jerry. What kind of deals has no fights? Jerry is an AFAC dealer. What you mean by that? Jerry is a fact dealer. I don't know what you meant by that one, Jerry. But yeah, I mean, all in all, did you enjoy the card this weekend extra?
Yeah, I did. It was just on because I watched the dark. Actually I saw all most of the dark matches. It's crazy, but I just started doing had all kind of shit going on when the main cars and stuff started coming on and stuff like that. So, but I did enjoy what I saw, and so it like I said, what I'm saying with the Mighty Mo and the Flair. It was kind of disappointing because I thought Mighty Mo was gonna come out and he was gonna. That's who I betted on, Mighty Mo. So I thought it was gonna be a different type of fight. I thought he was gonna come out. I thought because he trained with Crawford and Bomac them, and he was with them. So I said, okay, some of Crawford shit gonna rub off on him. But my first thing when he got on that scale and he was 150. I said, okay, this not a good sign. This not a good sign. It already was a bad sign. So I said, shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but I was disappointed in him. I was all the way disappointed.
And
I
then he
was so
had a
mad.
nerve to be upset.
What the fuck you upset
He
for?
was like, yeah, he was like, because they was calling him on and wanted to talk more about it. And Maurice was like, fuck it, shit happens. Nah, dude, don't come in here with that bullshit. This is part of the fight game.
Right.
You did not live up to what you say you gonna do. And luckily no belts was on the line because you'd have lost your shit just now. And he had that, he was angry, probably like, I'm not gonna go do nothing to change that. Now, mind you, we know that Bud and Bomac and them was in Texas for the last couple of weeks, getting him ready and fine tuning. So maybe I don't know what happened, but if y'all go back and watch that fight, before they was leaving the locker room, the announcer said that Crawford is his trainer. That's what it said. But look at how Crawford was dressed, like he was supposed to be in the audience, and Bomac was gonna be his trainer. Now Bomac tried to tell him something, and Crawford, and he didn't listen. He didn't listen to what they were saying because they
But
gave him great advice.
and you would see, you got these people, the other channels out here saying, you know what I'm saying, Bo Matt's not, he wasn't giving him good advice. He wasn't, this, that, and the third. So they don't put Bo Mac in the damn in the trash already. If you start listening around, you know what I'm saying. So like I said, I really didn't catch much of what was going on in that one, but they did say somehow Crawford had took over. They said Crawford took over. Bowman sat down. Crawford took over and started trying to jump in with
Yeah.
some of the advice and stuff like that. So I don't know,
It
Missy.
did
It's just
seem like that because the first couple of rounds, Bomac was saying something, and then he just stopped, and he probably was like, "Man, fuck this shit." I mean, like, if attitude, like I always say, attitude reflects leadership. If you
yeah,
got people that's heightened, like Bomac, he's training a certified bona fide fucking fighter in Terrence Crawford. So his level of training, why would he change that for anybody else? Everybody come through there gonna get that same thing, right?
right.
Just like a lot of people recommend Derek James because he got Charlos and he got Charles Jamel and he got
Oh,
Errol. And
Spence
they be like, he's
and
Derek is
Frank
official.
Martin too, right?
Yeah, he got Frank Martin, but Frank Martin hasn't achieved nothing yet.
Right,
But I'm
right,
talking
right.
about like the ones who is the champions, the bona
Obviously.
fide certified champions.
Okay.
So they would be like, Derek is the truth. If Derek gets somebody who ain't even on the level, meaning mentally, like trying your best, because nobody can be mad at you when you giving it your all. And as a trainer, coach, or whoever of any kind of sport, you can
Right.
tell when somebody giving it their all versus when they not. And I think they knew the motherfucker had problems with his weight before the weigh-ins, and he probably was like, "Man, I ain't doing nothing to get these extra 3 pounds off."
Yeah, and that's the
And that will
thing.
bother them.
But you know that's the thing. What I don't think a lot of people looking at is the fact that he, you know what I'm saying, they probably dealing with somebody he's not listening. If you're dealing with somebody that just, you know what I'm saying, you can't get through to him. You know, so you trying, you know, but everything that you're telling him, he's not taking the shit in. He's not receiving it
Mhm.
in, and he's not doing what he's supposed to do. Man, that's just like somebody being around Kobe Bryant. You been around
Mhm.
Kobe Bryant should rub off on you. Fuck that. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? You been around Terrence Crawford, one of the most disciplined motherfuckers in boxing today. That shit supposed to rub
Mhm.
off on you. Come on,
But
Miss T.
you can take a horse to water, but you
Let's,
can't
let's,
make them drink, you know. So I could see Bomac, I could see Derek, I could see anybody who's trained some high level fighters and made them champions falling like without interest to somebody who ain't even doing a third of what they, just doing a third of what they could do. Like they
right.
not even living up to their own full potential. And coaches and trainers can see that. And it's like, why am I gonna waste my fucking time with you?
Yeah.
I can put
Yeah.
all my energy in with the motherfuckers who really need me.
Yeah.
Renew Sartor is in the building. Was Bobby King? He said, "Hey Queen, salute to the panel in chat. What do y'all think about Rolly and Cobb?" I think Cobb would beat Rolly, to be honest, but I want to see Cobb fight some 147 pounders. I know Rolly talked that shit and try to get in with Earl. He another one like Cobb. They just the shit work for him when they talk out the side of their neck. But some
Mm.
people it don't work for. I just feel like I don't know.
I don't know.
Rolly.
Rolly, just his awkward shit, his awkward style and shit. It
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, that's the thing that might be troubling for Cobb. You know what I'm saying? Just him, just coming there, just swinging for the fences. His pressure, just, you know what I'm saying? It might be to a point that, you know, I don't know. You know, they say styles make fights. You know, but Rolly got one of the most awkward styles you can ever
Mm-hmm.
you can never see. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It'll be funny to see. You know. That
See, extra. What is Jared talking about?
I don't know. I just
You
saw it
stop
last comment,
reading.
man. And we
Crawford
just
is an A promotional free agent. He has no promoter. I Jerry, I swear for Claude. Um, or a fight deal. Not in years or fights. In years, Jerry. He just fought in November. How is that years? We ain't even hit the first year that he
Jerry,
didn't fight
Jerry,
in years. And I
Jerry doing too
just
much.
told you who he signed with.
Would
And
you
y'all
please?
don't believe it.
Would
I
you? Would
don't
you
know if
please?
you've
Would you
seen.
please tell them again?
He signed with Introbox,
It's intro box.
aka
It's
Valley
promote.
Sports.
Ballot Sport. Ron Johnson is the promoter. Jerry. Ron Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Intro box promoter, Ron Johnson made a claim tonight he has signed Terrence Bud Crawford.
Oh, he did a
And
claim tonight. He did it
yeah,
again.
yeah. Well, this is what I'm reading, so I don't know. Let me see what
Oh,
this article. Yeah, he signed him and Logan Paul among others
yes.
doing a Bally Sports boxing broadcast. Come on, Jerry,
See,
man, go read up on
Jared,
some
you
stuff,
must
bro.
be from Texas. This week he wrote a typical Texas response. I'm sorry, Texas, but like reading comprehension. So that's an insult, Jerry. He has
Hey,
no deal in years on contract or fights. Who has no deals in years when his last contract ended in November or fights? What are you talking about? And I
Jerry,
don't know if anybody has seen. You can go on your TV right now and turn to the channel where they got Bally Sports. Fox News is no longer. It's called Bally Sports now, and you can even see it. Like you could go to Fox Sports or whatever, and then look for the emblem of Bally Sports. That is the rebranding or renaming of Fox Sports.
yep.
I don't know how many times we got to tell Jerry that.
But Jerry one of them type of people that he will try to put something out there so much to, you know what I'm saying, so
Mm.
people he believe what he's saying and he want other people to believe what he's saying. Like you Jerry, it's one thing to be you know what I'm saying, that have you got to have facts, Jerry. And Miss T just laid out the facts and I just went and read them. And they
Mm-hmm.
out there. All thing you gotta do is go read it, Jerry. It's
He
right
don't
there for
want
you
to
to go
read it.
read.
He don't want to read it. He want to believe it how he see it, and it's not quite like that, Jerry. We got to get with the new times and everything. Things are changing.
Yeah.
And just because something is the status quo, that don't mean it will stay that way. I don't
Right.
believe that shit about the suit, whatever. But I give Jared the benefit of the doubt because I figure he wants to know. But I don't believe it because it ain't been said. That will break the news, and I would look into it, Jared, like what he said about the suit. Because
But
Terrence
see, that's
Crawford,
that.
I don't know
That's
what Bob had to do unless you Bob, like I told y'all, that's Bob Arum. Maybe
right.
you gave Terrence Crawford double what he was asking for, and he was
Right.
like, "All right,
And that's the thing, with Jerry putting all this stuff out there, what I'm saying? Jerry, it seems like you only read partial stuff and then you just make your own assessment and then you throw it out there in the universe and you start putting it out there. Jerry, you gotta read you gotta get all the information. Get all the information because we deal in facts around here. We deal in
yeah."
facts.
But Jared likes and we talk about you, Jared. One day I'm gonna get this phone ready for you whenever I can,
Please.
because I know he said, "God damn, T, let me in." But listen, Jared, you stuck in your ways. You're the typical stuck in your ways type person. Me and you close in age, and I could be stuck in my ways too. But you refuse to get unstuck, and you have value, and you like what you like, and that's how you see it. But shit changes. Deck
Right.
over decades and decades, shit gonna change. You can't always have it like you like. The boxing and how they be talking today is way different than what they used to talk like 20, 30 years ago. Fans haven't known this much about boxing till now. It's getting to be more transparent so we can see the fuckery and the foolery
Yep.
up close and personal. But you place value in the wrong, like I would say the wrong things, and you would say I place value in the wrong things, and that's cool. Like you saying that suit is done, but I guarantee you, if I go look it up, it ain't done.
No, it's not. And
It
then,
ain't fucking
and
done.
then you put you got into your comment there, reading. I guess reading comprehension. I
Yeah,
guess that's what you're trying to tell us. He has no deal in years on. What are you talking about, Jerry? I'm not getting.
that's
I'm
the
not
insult.
understanding. I'm not even understanding what you're saying right now. Yeah, I wish you was on the phone so I can talk to you because the stuff you're laying out here right now in these comments, Jerry, not making sense to me. And now look at and I'm looking at this stuff like, come on, Jerry, you got to be better than this.
Yeah, that was an insult, Jared. So why?
Lawsuit EWS report by several YouTube content creators 4 days ago when you was talking about Ryan Garcia. Huh?
Said,
That must be some. That must be something y'all had
he
talked about
said
there.
lawsuit EWS reported by several YouTube content creators 4 days ago when you was talking about Ryan Garcia. But look, yeah, content creators. Come on, Jerry.
Yeah,
That ain't a
that's
good source.
right.
I'm a content creator, yes, but I don't even tell you I'm the source. I show you who the source. But if you gonna tell me just content creator, then all right, then I guess I'm gonna stick to what I know.
Jerry, they got on the thing right here. If you go online right now, Jerry, listen to me closely. Now, Miss T already laid it out for you, and I verified what she said because I'm logged on right now. They got it on the main Google page. You can Google it if you want to, and then it says showing their Twitter feed, and it's showing on their Twitter feed. It said message from the CEO. He's saying welcome to the team at Terrence Crawford at Logan Paul and Nestor Bravo, something like that. But he's welcoming them to the team, Valley Sports. Okay.
And, and I just did a little, quick little search on the lawsuit, and I don't see anything. Of course, some of these content creators gonna say that lawsuit is not pursued because that's how they want to see it. That's why they call uh uh what's his name, Crawford, Top Rank Toby and all that shit. They don't like him.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
I'm not listening to them, but I'm not that clever to make up a story. I wouldn't dare step my foot out there and make up a story about a lawsuit and shit. I got that from the fucking news.
Because once you put it out there, people gonna be all over it. People gonna be all over it because you put that out there into your. This is the one thing about this. This is your platform. So you definitely I know you look up shit, Miss T, when you try to put it out there because you want it
Yeah.
to be facts. You don't want to just put shit out there just because hearsay or other content creators say it and stuff
Mhm.
like that. You try to go and look it up, which is you know what I'm saying, which is what you're supposed to do. And that's why when you said it, 'cause I didn't even now that I didn't know when you said it, that's why I went and looked it up. I said, damn, I said, let me look this up. And Miss T is everything that you said. And
Yeah,
I
and
don't know
I'm
about
not the first one who said it. BMAC put out a thorough breakdown of that shit
right.
months ago, and I
Okay.
reiterated it when I was talking to some of my channel, because a lot of people was coming through the channel was like, you know,
Hey, hey, Miss
but
T,
like he's still with Bob. I said, okay,
Miss
I'm
T,
tired of answering that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing.
look
I
at your comment.
reiterate.
Look at your
What's
comment.
up?
Look at your comment, Missy. He saying he can't find that on Google. That says it.
They saw
He
they
said,
said
yeah.
that's Bob Aaron said it. What is the Google search? I cannot find anything. And then look at this one based off the interview with Bob. So Jerry, this is why you confusing folks. You should lead with that. And I think you talking about when he was on Barbershop Conversation, which I have not seen, but you don't hear Terrence Crawford saying, I, Terrence Crawford, am no longer pursuing that lawsuit. You hear what Bob wanted to be. Now, if Bob says it, I gotta take what Bob said a little bit, but the other piece to that puzzle is got to be Terrence Crawford saying it too, not just Bob, because we know he's a liar too. You know, I know that's your
Hey,
cousin, but you know, I'm just saying. They said it because Bob Aaron said it. When what is the Google search? What you mean? What is the Google search? You know, easy. Go
good
on your
night.
internet and say Google.
Right.
What is the this is what you do. You pull up your internet, right? And then you type searching to start typing in the word Google. And
Hey,
then it's gonna bring up the Google search bar. And then you type in whatever you looking for in there, and then you'll shit'll pop up, and then you pick the one you want to read. I know you know what Google is, Jerry. You playing, you got a business and shit. You know, come on, Bob. Come on, Bob Aram. Stop playing with us.
I can't remember Jerry because Jerry had me on this damn thing. Jerry one of the people. Jerry like one of the people I used to work with a while back, and he used to get up on my skin because he just come out with all kind of shit, and I'd be like, "Look him, bro. Look, that's not that. You trying to feed off the shit that you want us to just believe and stuff like that.
look,
No,
look at this fragmented sentence. You like how I did that, Jerry? When he just said reading comprehension, I said, look at this fragmented sentence. I did the same thing, Jerry. So suit has to be refiled in state court. Then that's a, by itself. Then you said 7 weeks no filing. So I guess you're saying in the past 7 weeks he hasn't had the file. 7 weeks ago would take us to about where? June, sometime frame, mid June or whatever. So up until mid June, Terrence had to refile in state court when the judge already issued back in February that that's where that court case was going. But okay, and you ain't said nothing about a judge kicking it out of the state court. So I don't know. I don't know how you come to that or how Bob said that. Then he said Crawford tried to unalign with McKinney. So I'm assuming that McKinney is his lawyer and Bob is the expert on what Crawford doing, or is Bob the expert on what Bob is doing? You tell me, Jerry. He said, "Yeah, I know how Google works. What are the search? What are the search to type? Can I find anything with intro box? It's ain't it spelled E-N?
yeah,
Oh, yes,
yeah,
E-N.
mm-hmm. ENTROBOX.
I think it's one word too, right?
Yes, one word.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Jared, that's how you look that up. Not what I'm saying. What Aaron said. Yeah, because Aaron is the subject matter expert on everything Crawford. Like he
Yeah,
knows that
yeah.
Crawford tried to underline himself. Aaron would know that, but Crawford wouldn't.
Aaron is the end all be all. Whatever he say is just like it's just like gold. You know what I'm saying? So we
Oh,
take everything that Aaron say. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
say
I mean, Jerry, I don't think you listen. I know you some kin to Bob Arum. Sometimes I think you are Bob Arum, but if not, you at least his cousin. So I mean, I know that Arum gonna say what he say. But when you talking about that suit thing, that takes two to tango, is what I'm saying. Aaron
right.
can say all he say, and I'm gonna take Aaron for what he say. But there's a other piece to the puzzle where Aaron can never do, and for me to go off on the test, he can't say Crawford tried to underline with McKinney. I don't give a fuck what Aaron say about that because he ain't Crawford. I got to hear that from Crawford. As far as
Exactly.
him saying state court and all that 7 weeks no filing, okay, that puts you in mid-June. So why in February, if a judge said it has to go to state court, and there's nothing that ever came out between February and mid-June that said it's kicked out of state court or you need to refile in state court, then how you gonna say 7 weeks ago? Because when the judge said it stays or it got to stay in state court, that was back in February. So what was going on between February and June? This is why I say, Bob. I mean, Jared.
He told you he telling you to get out your feelings and deal with facts. That's what he said.
Oh
He
Lord,
he said get
Jared.
out your feelings and deal with facts. But you know what's so crazy because Jerry, it's your bias is showing. All your bias is showing. It's showing all over the screen. You telling us everything Bob saying. You telling us everything Bob saying.
It's all good, Bob. I mean, Jared.
He said everything Bob said, you know what I'm saying? Like, your bias is showing. It's all over the screen, Jerry, if you whether you know it or not.
Hey, look, I'm gonna quote a famous Texan. This was my boy back in the day. It's written all over your
Over your
face.
face.
You don't
You don't
have to
have to
say
say a
a word.
word.
Oh, look
Jerry
at
don't know
that.
that. Jerry
Jared
don't
don't
know
know
that
that
about
one. H
that.
Town in the house. Oh, that was my group right there. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah,
And what's
yeah.
happening? Like that song came out like I'm a dated like
That was like not
34 years ago or something, 33.
who the written
Hey,
all over your
that
face.
particular song with H Town, you know why I know? Because my nephew is 34 years old and he was a baby. He was
Oh
still in
wow.
Pampers, and my sister had this weird
So
volume switch
so
on her
that one came out in
radio.
the 80s. It came out in the 80s.
My nephew was born in '88,
Okay.
so it could have
Okay.
been the '90s because I said he was a baby. You know, he
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
he could have been one. He was in Pampers, but he loved my. We found out when he was like one that he liked slow music because
Right.
every time it would come on, he would just stand there and just be rocking side to side like he's so in it. But when you
Mhm.
see a little baby in Pampers doing that, you be like, "What? He must really like that type of music." And the song came on and he was going to turn up the volume on his mom radio system, and she didn't have a regular circular volume. She had one where it's two little prongs and you move them up and you move
Right.
them down, and he went over there and turned them shits up. First of all, how he knew to do that we didn't know, but he put his hands in the air and he was rocking side to side. So I know
That's
it was at
funny.
least 33, 34 years ago, something like that.
That's funny. That's
Yeah,
funny.
but
That's
that was my
funny.
joint. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
my little tanker wank. That's what I call him. He's 34 years old now. I'm like I'm a little tanker wank.
That's
Um,
funny.
but yeah, Jerry, it's written all over your face.
Yeah, it's showing. Y'all, your body is showing. We can see straight through it. We can. See, I just want you to know that, Jerry. We can see straight. You can't, Jerry. Let me tell you something, Jerry. You can't put nothing out there and expect us to just jump all over it like we supposed to be like, oh, really? That's what's going on. No, Jerry. No,
Hmm.
no, it don't work like that with us, Jerry. It don't
It
work
most
like that.
it most certainly don't. I got a thing. I'm gonna have to stop playing every time Jerry say something. I think it's let me see right quick. Nope, that ain't it. Where's the? I don't know where I logged it at. Hold on. It might be. It might be here. Hold on. Nope. You're here right away. God damn, where my shit at? It's crazy, y'all. I got recorded sounds that I made, but you know that shock sound when it be
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna have to stop playing that shit every time Jerry talk like. You
He
know,
come
like,
with some. He come with some shit, and he sit. He sit on his square. He sit on his word. He try to feed us this stuff, and we supposed to just,
mm-hmm.
just take it in. I'm like, Jerry, come on, man. We not. We know fools, Jerry. We know fools. I'm
Like
sorry,
Bob
Jerry.
don't speak for Crawford. Here you go. I think that's how I'm gonna start doing with Jerry Stock. Every time he
Do,
says
do,
something
do,
like,
do it again, Mitty. I can't hear it.
hold on. Can you hear it?
It might be something going on with your what's name because you remember
Oh, you know.
we can hear Jerry, so it might be
So
something going on with it.
let me
Yeah.
try. Let me try this because I had messed with my routing on my mixer the other day. So hold on. Let me see if that cleared it up. Shit. Where is it at? Samplers. Okay. Can you hear this? Did you hear it?
No. No.
You still didn't hear it?
Uh-uh.
Wow. I don't know what's going. Like all I did was I messed with my routers. Hold on.
Yeah.
Chat mic. Okay. Yeah, we gotta fix this.
Yeah, because you
Did you
need
hear
your
that?
sounds though. No.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I might have to go back to default settings, but I could do that like once I'm off or whatever. But
Right.
yeah, I got all kinds of some sounds in there. I got the shock, I got the Jeopardy joint, and
Okay.
this is bullshit a lot of I like that one. I love my typing one when somebody try to tell me something. You can hear me typing like a motherfucker over there. 50 some words a minute. ATL unanimous boxing sport. Salute Queen. What's up? What's up, buddy? Um look at Jerry. Y'all saying shit. Y'all ain't saying shit. You ignore facts and babble on about feelings. Lucky I can't get
Oh my goodness,
lucky
man,
I
this
can't get
guy.
on to school y'all motherfuckers. Cause I'm just adding some stank to it, Jerry. School y'all
Oh,
more like I always do. Ah, Jerry, Jerry, school us out. We gonna school your old ass.
J-
I know I'm
J-
right behind you.
Jerry look like you be in your feelings though, man. You be saying we in our feelings. It like you be in your feelings, bro. Like for real, like you be feeding us this stuff, man. You be saying all these things, and I just be listening. I be like, Jerry, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. You can't just tell us anything.
He said,
Yeah, I see it.
God.
Yeah, you can't
Uh-huh.
just tell us anything, Jerry. It don't
Yeah,
work like
Jerry.
I'm trying to tell you. It don't work like that, Jerry. You can't just tell us anything. You know
Jerry,
what I'm saying? You
you
want to come over here and tell her what Bob said?
yeah.
What did Bud? Hey, Jerry, let me ask you this question: does it matter what Bud say? Does it matter what Crawford have to say? Does any of that matter? Do that matter to you? You know, I
I
mean,
can
you
tell you the answer to that. Jerry gonna say, hey, he I mean Bob gonna say he has no value, so no, it doesn't matter.
see what I'm saying? See what I'm
Jerry, that's how
saying?
you be sounding. Bob, I mean Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably brothers. You probably his brother, whatever. Well, cause you be riding hard for your boy Bob.
You
I mean, I
right
don't
hard.
like I'm like either you Bob or you motherfucking,
Jerry might be
either way.
bald.
He might
Jerry
be.
might be bald. He might be bald.
I
You know
think
what I'm
he
saying?
is sometimes.
Hold on. He said, I ain't feeding you nothing. Go listen to the interview and come back with it. Bob is the defendant and also a lawyer himself. I think he might have a clue about it. Oh my goodness. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, but Jerry, you know what? Everything I said about Crawford and Bob in that suit, I didn't guesstimate on it or nothing. I read the news and what was already out. Like I read public access paperwork. It was nothing that T created or said or anything. The only thing I've said thus far is I really do think Terrence got a case. I think the fact that the case was accepted and he has standing, and the fact that he's gonna have a jury trial like he wanted.
Right.
And the last time I heard anything about shit being moved to the state is when Bob tried to do a snap removal, clever Bob, and then they denied his ass and said nope, it's gonna stay at the state. And what I do know, If Bob able to take it to the federal course, he can drag that shit out forever. But he can't do that at the state level. And that's the last
Oh,
time we heard anything about it. Again, this is not T's narrative. This is what I read.
hold on one second, Mitzi. I'll be right back. Hold on.
All right.
I'm,
He
I'm
said,
still on.
yeah, I got you. He said, I did not guess either. I got it from an interview like others who reported on it. Yeah, I know. I know that Bob Arum recently done an interview, or you did the interview with Barbershop Conversations. I know that that's was your interview, you know, the other day. So, I didn't catch it, but I'm meaning to go back and see. Hey Fred, I'm gonna check out your show. I be getting caught up and doing a lot of things, but I'm gonna check out your show because I know you close to Fred. So won't you just say Barbershop Conversations, Jerry? That's where you was, right? He said I did not guess either. I got yeah, that A interview. You fucking me up. That's what I was like. A, you mean an interview? A-N and then interview. But Jerry, it's all good. It's all too good. Look, when extra O come back, we gonna shut it down. But I want to thank y'all for coming through. And look, Jerry said something else just when I'm trying. Last time you heard anything about it, according to Aaron, the case had to be refiled in state court after being denied at the federal level. 7 weeks, no filing, at least yet. Jared, this shit when I'm talking about the last time I heard about this staying in the state. First of all, I was in the state. Bob tried to get it removed from the state, and they denied him. So I don't know what this refiling shit because ain't nobody closed nothing down. All he did was try to get it removed. They denied Bob. You know what I'm saying? That was in February. 7 weeks ago takes you back in June. From this date to 7 weeks ago would take you back towards the end of June. Okay? If you what was going on from the early part of June all the way back to February. What was the status then? Where was it lying at then? It wasn't at federal court. It was where? The state court. So I don't get what you're talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, as I told y'all, thank y'all for bearing with me in the beginning when I was trying to still handle my situation with my insurance. To all the people in Texas, I hope y'all heard what I was saying. Like, don't take it to heart. I'm saying when it comes off, like to us, everybody else. And I don't say and mean it for every Texan person. I had a lot of friends and family for that matter in Texas. It's not everybody in Texas, but a lot of people in Texas get beside themselves like that. And I gotta say, it's a turn off for real. It bends your ear like terribly. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't make sense. Um, we proud of Texas very much. I'm retired military. I'm proud of every state in the union. I'm proud of Texas too. I'm proud that we are all part of the United States. But everything, just some that attitude where, and it's okay to think that you're great. I like that part about y'all. Y'all be like repping y'all, your teams and all that. I like all that. It's when you get into the condescending, devaluing, and belittling of others just to big up yours. That I do not like. Cannot stand it.
I'm,
But
I'm back, Mitzi.
oh, okay. I'm just recapping what we was talking about. This weekend was a great weekend of fights. I do like when they put a card on and have at least one female fighter, or two female fighters on the lineup. That's how you're gonna slowly but surely ingratiate the females into the fold and get people used to it. You have to desensitize um
Yeah.
them to the audience. There's a lot of men out there, believe it or not all men, they relegate boxing as theirs and theirs alone.
Right.
between the sexes, and it's not like that because
Right.
fighting is innate in everybody. And like I said, to prove it, just look at little babies of any kind. Look at little kids that's born, and look at little baby animals. What's the one thing they all got in common? Amongst a lot of things, but they all wrestle and they all fight. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they always do. So
Right.
it's whether it's a girl or a boy, it's not regulated to just men. And the more we get desensitized to, having women in the fold, the better female boxing would go. But a long time ago, I recommend that, go where it is successful. Right now, New York is a spot for female boxers. So this is where you should have all your cards and mix them in with the Danny Garcia headlining type cards and stuff like that. You can't go wrong. And then what else we talked about? So it wasn't all Texans I was talking about, just a few of you guys. And y'all could stand to change that about yourselves. A little. If you don't want to, that's on you too. Blair the Flair Cobbs, aka the Nature Boy. He remind me so much of Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
He might even be his son. Look how light he is, right? But he do what I like about Blair the Flair is the Nature Boy. He getting it from the mud. And
Yeah.
he give me that feeling like everybody gonna be against me. Nobody try to help me. Nobody sponsor me. If I make it, it's because of all the stuff that I'm doing for myself. Like talking like he talking. He really is believing and bigging up himself. If y'all look at that post press conference when he started yelling at the end, boy, I'm telling you, keep doing it, Blair. Hey, Nature Boy. Keep doing it. Go back and look at some of that Ric Flair shit. That was some fine ass shit back in the day when Ric Flair came out.
He's definitely exciting. He's definitely exciting. As far
Yeah.
as just far as his talk game and stuff like. I mean, we ain't had something like that since Broner. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
we kind of need that person to fill that void because everybody's pretty much, you know what I'm saying. You don't have a person that's in the welterweight business that's gonna give you a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of of that type of talk that we need. We look to that stuff. I used to love
Exactly.
Agent Brody talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to
Yeah.
love it. I used to sit there and be like laughing like crazy. I am the can man.
You
Americans,
might have kicked.
Mexicans, and Dominicans.
Yeah. But you know what? But that was AB. That's why you took it. Rolly be talking crazy. That's why you easily
Yeah.
can take it and brush it off.
Uh-huh.
With
Uh-huh.
Ryan, I told y'all he's just a liar, and you see the lies, so you can't
Right.
take it. With Earl, I think you would be just as pleasant as you naturally are, because you come off like an introvert. You don't need to do people like Earl and Bud. They both introverts. They
Yeah.
needed to show their bones in the ring, and they have proven to all of us
Right.
that they are the shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to have to turn into that character where you belittling and putting people down. And I think it's a cultural thing that people in whatever your local vicinity does. Cause I was on somebody's show. Dude was insulting me like a mud. I never said nothing insulting. Never. And then you have it.
I think I know what you're talking about too because one of the things one of the screen how I have listened to several people and I saw you on one of their panels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think you were going back and me and that guy had some. I know the guy you talking about. Me and him personally don't have some
You
exchanges.
can say his name. He not a
Eight one seven.
content. Yeah, 817.
Yep, yep.
817. And I like 817, but he was insulting me. And I was like, wow, I've been insulting you.
Yeah. So I don't really. It just that guy right there. But
A hint to the wise, y'all. Listen, rich people, very, very rich people like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and them. They don't give a fuck about true religion, jeans, and all this stylish bullshit and wearing Jordans, but they got more money to buy out Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They got enough money to buy out Jordan for good if they wanted to. So they don't walk around dressed Like, only and this, and I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but this is how it really is. Only like poor people who care what it look like buy some of that stuff, and rich people who care what it look like too buy that stuff. It ain't, I don't want to say it's just one group, but see, rich people, they're gonna buy high fashion, high rich end shit, and poor people gonna buy the poor shit. But you know what? When you pull the curtain back on the bankroll, they don't got as much as they trying to look like they got. But real
Right.
rich people don't try to dress like that. And I'm gonna make that same analogy when it comes to intelligence. I said all that to bring it back full circle with intelligence. 817 was questioning my intelligence. Talking about I need to go to school. I'ma tell you, nigga, I got 3 degrees. What the fuck you got? I can
Yeah.
tell you ain't got one. And I got 3. And I'm gonna
Right.
tell you now, I don't consider myself no math whiz.
Right.
That ain't my forte. But when I take shit like math, I get A's and B's.
Right.
It's called store and dump. Nigga, the last math class I just took by what, 4 years ago was physics.
Right.
Guess what your girl got?
With
I
that.
took physics 1 and 2. Straight A's.
Ooh, shit.
817, how you like me now, bitch?
Yeah, but
See,
see,
that's what I'm saying.
he one of them type of he bitch made. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and like I respect other people, and I come off, and even when I start, because I don't know what back and forth y'all personally had going on, but I did see you on the panel and stuff, and you came to kick some
Yeah.
shit to them real quick and stuff like that. But I
I
did hear
was
them say
respectful, right?
I did. You was very respectful, and I heard him come back on the panel because it was I think knockout show, and I
Yeah,
and
it
I, and
was
I heard
knockout. And
and I heard
hold
him
on.
come
Shout out to Knockout. He was very respectful to me, and
right.
I was very respectful to him. But go ahead.
But he came, but that's where I got it from because when I heard your name, he came back on. I think 817 came back on the panel. Talking about, yeah, she don't know what. And at that point, I wanted to go on that panel. But see, I said now I'm coming on unfriendly territory where
Mm-hmm.
these people don't know me, I don't know them, and I was like, oh, she don't know what the hell she talking about and stuff. But Knockout was saying, man, you know what I'm saying? She was spitting some shit, and he 817 trying to down it, and it was just
Mm-hmm.
some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But
He got
but
he
he
got
bitch
his ass.
made.
Yeah, he got his ass cooked by the wolf pack and
Yeah.
the Mac mob, and he skedaddled his ass up off my show. Look, I didn't know that they was coming through. They roasted the fuck out of him, and he ran. He ain't been back since.
Oh, for real? I need to go
Fuck
back and watch.
yeah.
I need to go back and watch that show. When it was?
Oh shit. Damn. When did B Mac and them first? It's right when they first came on my show. I didn't even know they was. Oh
Because
man.
I think I seen one of your
Bro,
shows from the back,
January.
but I think I thought they had a back and forth with ATL.
They have had several because even I think
Okay, okay,
ATL went over there, but
yeah.
with ATL and Birdman and all
No. I
that.
think ATL was on. They came on your panel, but I thought
Yeah,
that was.
yeah, yeah. They didn't cook ATL before and they've come back, but I'm saying this was. I
I
want
ain't
to
see
say
that one.
this is
I want to
one
see
of
that.
their first time coming on my show. I'm gonna have to look it
I
up
would have
to
loved to
see
see that.
what video it was. It was because back, my show been growing slowly, and that's okay. I'm cool with that.
Man,
I told y'all
you doing it just just because you like doing it, Missy.
exactly.
Right,
It ain't
right.
about the money. It
Right.
ain't about the money.
You enjoy what you do. You just enjoy doing
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
So this was like around the first time they ever came to my show, and I let everybody on. I respect everybody's opinion, but 817 was over here. They was roasting the fuck out of him. If you don't
Ooh.
understand what 50% mean, I don't look. I was just telling him you got to catch up, bro. And he was telling me like, and I started saying it like that because he was telling me we was having a private chat, and we was both on the panel, so we was writing stuff back and forth in the private chat. And Knockout Boxing was saying, "Oh, y'all going back and forth again." Knockout Boxing, shout out to you. I don't have no beef with you. You was respectful to me, and I was
Knockout cool.
respectful
Knockout
to
cool. Yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah, knockout
You know what
cool.
I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I know he got issues now with other folks. that I listen. I go by my own self.
Missy, they
Mhm.
got a lot of shit going on that side, blue blood and
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
They in the mix of some shit now.
It's
I stay on this side over here.
exactly. I stay in my lane. I don't, hey, it's all I like a friendly environment, but I don't
Yeah,
like
man.
people to real intelligent people do not
Right,
insult people with intelligence. Like this
right.
nigga actually saying you could do well going to advertising or business school. Nigga, what? I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe he said that.
Niggas like
As
him get
as
on
if
my
you
nerve,
went to
man.
school. Not the way you talk, nigga. You ain't been in nobody's school.
But see, that's the thing, man. See, he bitch made. He bitch made, and I mean, like I say, I'm respectful when I come on your panel and stuff like that. But
No, you ain't got to shit.
dude like that get under my skin because he bitch made,
You
and
ain't got to
I
respect him.
call me and him. I called him out in the comments on some stuff that he was saying in the comments and stuff like that because I was on. Like I say, I kind of, you know what I'm saying, look and see what different people have to say and stuff like that. And Knockout is the one because he's a Spence fan. So I be trying to hear what he be saying, but he be kind of objective on some of his stuff. But some of his stuff he do be kind of sound like a Spence fanboy.
Yeah.
So I call Knockout on some of his stuff too. I be like Knockout, hey, that's one of the Spence fanboy type of comments that you made and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So but me and him never even, you know what I'm saying, kind of, it never been no, type of thing like that. But with 817, I be want to get at that nigga, man.
He be
That
running
nigga,
from he done got kicked off for Fred's show. Maybe he run from show to show, but
yeah,
say man. The first time I heard him talk, the first time I ran into him, I was on Cal's show. I said, "You from Texas, huh?" I just knew it. And this is what that whole spiel I made about how y'all belittle and talk down to people. He
right.
is a prime example of that shit. And he from Texas, from that same area. And that's what the fuck he do. Like, you gonna tell me about I need to go to school. Nigga, what school you went to?
That nigga,
I'm holding
man,
three
yeah.
degrees, nigga. How many degrees you holding? But I don't need to tell y'all that all the time, or I don't need to question anybody's intelligence because you don't even have to have a degree to be intelligent. But why do y'all do that? I don't get that. Real intelligent people don't do that.
Right.
It's only fake ass, fugazi ass intelligent people that do that. Because in your mind, you're way smarter. I don't get now. See, this was the issue. Then Knockout put the thing up to show, and on the column it said the guarantee pay, and it said the 50%, the 50/50, and then what they could have made, but you don't know that until after action report puts it out. Like after the fight, then you're gonna know what somebody could make, and they don't understand that you probably got to break it down like this, and this is what 817 was an understanding. And I hear a couple of people have this issue. If you got the guarantee pay, okay, that's rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Won't you put that in a box, tie the ribbon on it, seal up the box, put that in the corner. Now let's not talk about that no more.
Right.
When they say 50/50, they mean all the revenue that come in from the pay-per-view
Pay per view
fight,
sales, the gate and
the
all that
gate
shit.
sales,
Hmm.
half of that revenue is going back to those investors. And the other half is going to be split, whatever is agreed upon in their contract, 50/50, 60/40, 70/30, 80/20, 90/10, whatever. In
Right.
that case, it was 50/50. So if let's say all of the revenue, the gate, the pay-per-view, all of that came up to, let's say, 60 million.
Hmm.
30 million going back to those investors some kind of way, and they got their own split with their own percentages, like that's going to each one of them, whoever put up what. But
Yeah, cause they
that
got to make their
last
money.
30 million is going to be split 50/50. That means
Right.
one of them getting 15, the other getting 15.
Right.
That's what the fuck he couldn't understand. And then they'll say, well, if it's 50/50, how did they come up with the same amount when we know Earl got more or Canelo got more? Okay, now let's go back and open that box that we just sealed off. And then you saying, okay, so we said 15 and 15, right? Because that was the
Right.
half of 30. So
Right.
now let's go to the box. One of them got 40 million. So 40 plus 15 is what? 55. And the other one got 10. So 10 plus 15 is what? 25. So can we still say that Canelo got the majority of the money? They didn't get that part. You take the guarantee and you add it with the split. The person who had the highest guarantee is still going to have more money made in that transaction.
Right.
That's what they didn't get. And I was like, after he was questioning my intelligence, I was like, dude, catch up. Catch the fuck up.
He'll
Not
dominate, man.
getting.
He a dumb nigga, man. I
Mm-hmm.
don't I don't like to give niggas like him my no attention, none of my energy, man, because he just a dumb nigga, man. Just he do all that screaming and yelling and stuff like that, like what he's saying is facts and stuff like that, bro. You're a spent fan boy, dick in the booty fan boy. Yes, you one of them real, you one of them real spins. You one of them niggas that spins be kissing on the jaw. You know what I'm saying?
Strawberry oiled up. Strawberry
Yeah,
oiled
that
up
type
and
of shit.
everything.
Cause you be going, you know what I'm saying? And he do whatever he can. You know, even when knockout might be on there. Knockout might say some stuff to the real saying like, you know how great of a fighter Terrence Crawford is and all that stuff like that.
Mhm.
But you'll hear 817 come back with some bullshit like, man, that nigga. He's just a hater, man. Not to be like, bro, like, what
Yeah,
the fuck is wrong
he
with you,
owned
man?
that shit, like, and he shows
Right.
his bias and his unintelligent self
Yeah.
every time. And I'm just saying, dude, don't question nobody's intelligence. You don't know shit about the next person
Exactly.
if they ain't questioning who gave you the authority? What school
Right.
you work for? Nobody.
Nobody.
Because teachers don't say, hey man, say man, see, talk that country bumpkin bullshit that you be talking. I know you ain't got no motherfucking degree talking like that. So when you say shit like that, it's baffling because the other person know that you're low key putting them down or being
Right.
condescending. And I was like,
Right.
I'm gonna take this shit off this non-educated dude. Fuck no. And that's why. But I was never going to disrespect Knockout's platform. He was respectful to me. He allowed me to come on, and I was respectful. I even signed out by telling Knockout like, "Hey, I'm gonna leave. See you later because I can't with special needs people. And so I bowed out. That's what I put in the chat. Like I said, showing my respect to somebody.
Right.
I'm gonna always respect somebody else's platform.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah, I didn't know that you caught that because I
Yeah.
came in there to assist Captain Full G because he was trying to make a point that I don't think that they were seeing. But I came in there respectful to everybody, and it was some guy. I don't know if it was 817 to all she a woman or whatever, blah blah blah. And I was like, look, and I'm gonna tell all you guys, I don't care how y'all feel about it. Boxing is not exclusive to just y'all. It's not a man's sport, even though
Right.
some men like to claim it like that. Number two, when knowing I will agree that it's a man's sport, when you show me it takes being a man to like the sport.
Right.
Because last time I checked, you need eyes,
Yep.
ears, and a brain. And I got all three of them,
Right.
just
Right.
like you. Now, when
And-
you show me you also need XYZ, the things I don't have, if you can prove that, then I'll fall back. But last time I checked, that little region don't have no kind of fucking brain at all, and is weak as hell.
See, niggas like that, you don't have to give your energy to. You don't have to give your that's you get we. You know what I'm saying? He don't deserve that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Yeah.
stupid. He ignorant nigga. But what I will say is how I caught it is because Knockout have these debate series he got going on now. But what happened is, and that's what I was gonna say too. Now I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't want to be getting talk about other niggas' platform and shit like that. But the thing I did catch is because WCS called 817 out for debate, and that's how this whole thing got started with them. You know what I'm saying? World Combat called him out. He said, I want 817 ass. I'm gonna eat his ass up. But I don't like the way he's dealing with stuff either. But then Blue Blood called WCS out, so they got into it, and it's been a whole lot of things. But I wanted to see him eat 817 ass up. I said, damn, if he debate 817, he gonna take because he really don't like 817. And he was really gonna tear 817 ass up. And I was gonna look at that. I was gonna look at
Yeah,
that. I
well,
ain't
and
even
I
gonna
would
lie.
like to look at it too. But 817, if you listening to me right now, you do act like a bitch sometimes, and
Bitch
you
made.
very insulting. And I can
Mhm.
say this on my platform. I
Right.
wasn't gonna say that on somebody else's platform because again, when you step in somebody's house, you got to show respect. I never
Right.
once insulted you, but you insulted me. But I
Yep.
still didn't come back and totally go off on you because I was in somebody else's house. I don't know why you feel that the need to go there with somebody when you
And
insulting people. You
right.
insulting people or loud capping, or he'll do like a 40-minute monologue trying to explain himself, repeating himself,
Right.
and you be tired as a bitch. Let me get this in. Let me get this in. You
Man.
you not debating when you just when a debate is both people talking.
Yeah.
If it's one sided talking, then that's not a real debate, and you're not winning a debate because you insult somebody or you
Right.
overtalk somebody. That's not winning debates either. And so
Right.
I didn't like it because you ain't never see me come on there. I spoke to everybody. I was respectful. I don't know. You've been watching me for a while. I don't put
Mhm.
nobody down. I
No,
don't
no.
try to devalue nobody. I'll
Right.
speak the facts as I know it. And like I
Right.
said about Texas, I didn't say it was all Texans, but y'all
Mhm.
gotta know if somebody need to tell y'all that this is what y'all sound like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
I ain't called nobody name, and I
Right.
do say I debunk lies and narratives that don't make sense, and I do it all the time. Some of the people that we all see be making these things up, but I never attribute it to nobody's name because I know once to get out there, you'll hear other people repeat it. It's like sound off and echo flex. Somebody goes somewhere else and repeat what they heard the other person sound off. And so I don't ever try. It's not fun for me to do that, to belittle and downgrade people. That's not nothing I enjoy. And I won't enjoy it and won't get involved. But you can't keep insulting me. And as you see extra, that show happened weeks ago, then a while ago. I ain't gonna say weeks, but it seemed like forever ago. You ain't even hear me bitch about it in my show. I ain't say nothing to just now. I don't even know how we got on the subject, but I ain't gonna hold my tongue. But I'm not petty like that. I'm just not petty. And 817, you petty.
He petty,
Petty
and,
as
that,
hell.
and that's that bullshit, and that's why I was like, you know what I'm saying, with he, I wanted to see WC tear his ass up in the debate, but he bitch
Mhm.
made, you know what I'm saying, and if you listening to if you hear us 817, we here, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody with all that bullshit like that you got going on, thinking that you know so much, you don't know shit, man. You don't know a goddamn thing. You just a Spence fanboy. That's what you is. You's a Spencerholic.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You need to shut the fuck up because you don't know what the fuck you saying. You
Mhm.
talk stupid sometimes. So I wish you hear yourself talk because you sound dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so, you know what I'm saying, man? Like I said, Miss T, man, we give that
Shit.
nigga too much motherfucking energy, man. Fuck that
Hmm.
bitch mate.
And if you scared to come over here, you need to be scared. Cause yeah, the fellas be listening.
we'll
Sometimes they
tell
don't come through. They at work, but you can motivate a motherfucker to sign in, and that's what happened to you that day. I didn't
we'll
know you
tear
was
your
coming
ass up
through. They came in and tore your ass a new.
and
They
bring your ass
roasted
over
the
here.
fuck
If
out
you
of
bring
you
your ass here now, we're gonna tear your ass up.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you with your bitch made ass. I'm gonna call you out
yeah.
because you is a bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
and they and,
hey,
and they and they gonna tear your ass up again because a lot of my folks be at work listening to the show, and I know y'all. I know when this people like him come through, you motivate people to jump in your ass like that, and
right,
and a lot of time people give you a pass. Like when barbershop conversation threw your ass up out of there, I even tried to speak up for you because I was like, I don't think he meant it like that. But then Fred was like, no, no, no. Fred was adamant. And I say, you know what? I think Fred is the accumulation of your ass. Because
right,
you get beside yourself a lot.
yeah,
Somebody need to tell your bitch ass that. You
yeah,
do. You need to stop being insulting. And I know you from Texas. Again, this ain't all Texas, but
man,
you
fuck that nigga.
exemplify that shit.
Yeah.
And listen, dude, you gonna insult me, I'm gonna insult you because you ain't perfect. And neither am I.
He don't know what the fuck he talking about. That's what that is. And like I said, he don't know shit about a boxing. Only thing he could talk about is Earl Spence. He don't know shit about boxing. He can't tell you shit about boxing. And I'm saying that to you, Batman 817. I know the fuck you is. You don't know shit about boxing. Only thing you on the subject you can even elaborate on is Earl Spence, and and that's you know what I'm saying. And you biased on that. You not even objective on that. You know what I'm saying. You just a Spence fan. You know what I'm saying. Folks start talking
Hey
about other shit.
man.
Folks start talking about other shit. You don't even know nothing. You don't even know. You can't even get in a conversation because you don't know nothing about other shit.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
what he be
saying?
like. Say man. Hey man. But anyway, I know we got off on a tangent, but it
Yeah.
needed to be said. But hey, if you come through here again, they're gonna be waiting for your ass again. All I gotta do is I told y'all I don't get in between me and Win Fussy. Y'all can let y'all hair down and eat each other ass up.
I'm asking him to come through. Please come through. Please
Oh,
come
he
through.
he
Please come
listening.
through. Yeah, bring your bitch ass on over here. Now,
Look
now
at that.
I won't do shit to you on knockout them platform. That's you know what I'm saying. That's all y'all. You know what I'm saying over there. That's your. They try to hold you down. They trying to hold you down over there. But you bring your ass on this side, fucking saying shit to Miss T about anything, nigga. I'm on your ass, nigga, and I want you to know
Look.
that.
Jared got a piece of too, huh? Jared said, "Glad to hear y'all dogging his ass."
Yes, right, Jerry.
Jared gonna get your ass too.
Jerry, we gonna burn his ass up, Jerry. He bring his ass over here, Jerry. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
burn his ass up. So
Burn his,
yeah,
yeah, with all that info.
bring your bitch made ass over here if you want to.
And I
Now
and I
that
appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. All y'all my brothers. And that's
yes,
what
sir.
y'all should do. Like I don't mind cursing them out, but again, I try to conduct myself as a lady. Again,
Right,
shout outs to Knockout Boxing. I don't, whatever issues you got out here in the YouTube, it ain't with me. You was
right,
respectful to me, and
right.
I was respectful to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And 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 I pride myself on that.
I don't have no problem with knockout. Knockout always been he always like I said only opposite ends of the realms or we own is he's a Spence fan and I'm a Prof fan, but he still be objective on a lot of his shit he say now. I'm gonna keep it real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He be objective because he always he do give Terrence Crawford his flower. He be like Terrence Crawford's a great fighter and all this stuff like that. But
Mhm.
then he'll go on his thing. He'll go his Spence fanboy shit. I get on about that, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another story. But
He do
that
got
that
I do know about his issues with other towns, and that's cool. I like I said, I can't if you ain't do nothing to me, that's what I'm judging you on, what you do to me. And and if I step out of line, like one time I made a little joke, that was kind of me out of line a little bit, but I mean shit. I ain't even gonna repeat it. But I made this little joke with Big Fishes, and I said, Big Fish, what was that picture you was, I was laughing because it was funny to me, right?
uh
But that's
uh
that's usually not me either. I grew up during the time where they say if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. But you do gotta be assertive, or, you gotta
yeah,
say your piece, but it's the
yeah.
way you say it. I
It's the way
just
you
didn't
said.
like how he was. I was just shocked. I was like, wow, I just broke down some numbers that they gave, and the guy who said, "Oh, she a woman, she don't know." I could have went off because that shit is insulting, guys.
Yeah,
That
it's
shit is.
very.
I could have, and I was
Yeah,
like, why would he say that? But I
yeah.
didn't say anything. I just read what I read, and because I
It,
just did a show about them numbers. So I was like, look, this is what they going by. We can only go by what they give us. And this nigga want to question somebody's intelligence, and he ain't got a degree. He ain't got
he
the first one.
right. He one of them type of nigga though. Missy. He one of them type of niggas, and like I said, we're not gonna get that nigga that type
Mhm.
of. Only thing I'm gonna say is you can be 817. You listen. You bring your ass on over here. We got something for you. That's all I'm gonna say. And I ain't gonna. I'm gonna say less. I'm gonna say less,
Yeah,
nigga. You know.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna say less, but
Yeah,
get ready to wrap it up. Miss T. I
there you go.
appreciate, what I'm saying. I enjoyed chopping it up tonight. You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it too. I
Yeah,
appreciate it too, King.
Jerry, we're gonna get you back on here, man. I know you be talking a lot of junk, Jerry, on that phone and stuff about all this crazy stuff, but we're gonna get that phone working. Me and you gotta
Yeah.
have a talk, Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry, I'm gonna be working on the railroad. Even when I get off tonight, I'm be like, man, let me see what I gotta do. I honestly don't know why it's doing that. So I
You
gotta
might
go read the manual on my
right,
mixer to see
right.
if I press the wrong button or turn something off or whatever, and so go back to default settings. And I don't know, Jerry. I'm gonna try to get it done. I'm thinking about you, bro. And yeah, as far as everybody else, yes, there's a lot of people, yeah, that watch me in the background. And was sometimes when you get out of pocket or you just sound crazy, they be like, "Oh, Miss T, I won't in." And as I told y'all, when men go back and forth at men, I'll sit in the corner and just eat my
Miss
popcorn.
T, if he come on here, I don't want you to say nothing, Miss T. I want his ass. I don't want you to
Oh,
say
I got you.
anything, Miss T. Let me have his ass. I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna be like, Miss T, chill. I got this nigga.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And,
I'll sit
and
in the back and
yeah,
eat.
I'm gonna invite him. I want him. If he listening, I want him to come. You know what I'm saying? Bring your ass.
He's
I'll be
he's
right here.
he's scared to come because he know it'd be a lot of folks. Like I'm telling you, he got the hell up out of Dodge. And yeah, I gotta call you out, 817. You shouldn't have insulted me. Now I try
Right,
to, I say, I ain't gonna be pressed, but if the conversation come up, I'm gonna let it be known. You the one who insulted me, and I never insulted you.
right.
Reginald said, I'm not sure who you guys are talking about, but I'm rocking with Miss T and the Goon Squad. I feel you. I feel you, Reginald. Yeah, y'all light his ass up. Y'all got my permission.
I'm
And
gonna
we let
tear
him
his
do it.
ass up. I'm gonna
Hey,
tear
it
his
would be
ass
an
up.
exclusive.
Hey,
But
it gonna be no whole bar, Miss T.
no
Just
hold
y'all.
bar. Nigga, say
Okay,
what you gotta say, talk your shit,
okay,
swallow, spit, grab your
okay.
nuts, say it with your chest. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be sitting in the corner,
That's all.
eating my
That's all you need to
popcorn.
do. That's all you need to do. Just sit in the corner. You don't
Roger
have to say
that,
nothing.
sir. Roger that, sir. I got you. So yeah,
Uh,
817, you can come over here with all that say man and your insults. You
yeah,
already been warned. And he
yeah,
doesn't have a channel. So I'm not talking about no YouTube content creator. I'm talking about this motherfucker who like to insult people or whatever.
yep.
And it just don't make sense. And it don't have to be
Right,
like that.
right,
And never once I bowed out before I threw some hard because I could have went hard
right,
at him. Like I don't think I'm perfect. Just so everybody know, I am not perfect. And I
right,
don't think I'm perfect. I got flaws and everything, but I
right,
work on mine every day, as I'm sure everybody else do. But when you try to when you try to insult me or put something in my lap, I'll turn around and put it right back in your motherfucking lap. You ain't
right,
perfect neither. And so
right.
that's how I feel about things. And I ain't
Yep.
scared of none of y'all motherfuckers.
I'm
And
gonna
my
bring, and I'm gonna tell you who else I'm gonna bring on. I'm gonna bring on with him. Me gonna be me and him roasting his ass. It's gonna be me, Jerry, and I'm gonna bring D Young. D Young gonna roast his ass.
oh yeah, yeah, cool. The triple threat.
Yeah,
Triple
D
H.
Young. Yeah, yeah. Let D Young come over here. D Young want a piece of that ass too.
A lot of people want a piece of him.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And then
know,
look. Pause. Look, pause.
yeah, yeah, pause, pause, my bad.
Look, you heard what I said? Nigga want a piece of that ass. I said pause.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, pause. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
the pause.
no.
Then we can re-clarify that shit.
Yeah. But
But
yeah, we get it.
anywho, thanks, Extra O for coming through,
You
making it
already know.
enjoyable and all that.
You
And
already know.
I thank y'all for being patient with me. Remember at the end, listen, I keep forgetting during the week to play my commercial. Hold on, let me play my TV ad. Hold up.
All right.
See if y'all can catch what I'm throwing out.
Play again, Missy.
Play it again. I'll play
Yeah.
it one more again. Here you go.
Okay.
I'm supposed to play it often throughout the show, and I keep forgetting. But I'm gonna
Oh,
start it back up. Y'all just gonna catch it. I ain't gonna tell y'all what to
okay.
say. Y'all
All
gonna
right,
just have
cool.
to keep watching it, and
Cool.
then what you say, Us?
I said cool. I'm listening.
Yeah, if y'all just gotta keep watching it or whatever, see what it said. And I'm honest about it. All that shit gonna be on me and everything. Let me see. Who said what? If Reginald said, um, he said, I said I want in too. Look, Reginald want in too.
Reggie, we'll get his ass. We'll get his ass, Reggie.
He said, looking like, let's make it exactly.
Uh,
But we listen, thank y'all for being patient, like I said. And I was handling something. And y'all be real patient with me, and I appreciate it for real, for real. I will have a report. This is countdown day 1. I'm gonna do 30. I've actually been doing it for 2 weeks. And I'm gonna see, I talked about it a little bit on a couple of weeks ago, and this is the part concerning my health. Just and I do that show, Finding Your Healthy You. You all are welcome to go to come and watch it. I'll do it on Sundays. I don't do it every Sunday unless I
Right.
have something to say. And
Right.
that's why I tell people, if you have any questions, boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. I learned a lot, y'all. I got formal training and I've learned a lot. I mean, a
Right.
lot. When it comes to addressing medical issues, like I will tell you, I feel like sometimes I can be a doctor, but I'm not, or a nurse, but I'm not. And I say things like that because at one time I was taking 15 pills. I had to take them per day, and then pills give people side effects, right? And
Right.
it was fucking me up, and I didn't like the side effects. So you know what I did? I started researching why they giving me these pills and what the pill's purpose is, or the main ingredient. And then I research and try to find food that does the same thing. And I research and research, and then I try to find food, like if you put it together, can it do the same job? Because sometimes that one food can't do it. You got to find another food, and when you eat them or put them together, it does that job. I took myself from taking 15 pills a day, and that was going to be my life, like always taking it, to
Right.
6. And I take 6 now. I did that. Ain't no
That's
doctor
what I'm
did
talking
that.
about. Right.
I did that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's all about what I'm eating. I
Right.
did that shit. I let food
That's
be
what's
my
up.
medicine. So that's what I kind of stumbled into. I did 2 years of looking into it, and I actually figured it out. And I did 6 months of actually changing, or incorporating certain foods into my diet. And
Right.
within 6 months, they pulled me off all that shit. But it took me
Wow.
2 years to look into it. It ain't something that can easily be done. It can be done though, but it ain't easily done. You gotta have that kind of will about yourself and be like a thorough researcher. And that's one thing I'm good at, is researching. So that's what I did. And then I
That's
was
what's
like, well,
up.
shit. And I just kept learning. And I told you I was a boxing coach. And I've had fighters from my gym be on Showtime. They're not the most popular fighters, but I
Right.
remember one guy, he had to get ready for a fight. He was gonna fight on Showtime. And he was gonna fight this Mexican dude they was trying to build up. And I don't know what happened to the dude that they were trying to build up, because it seemed like he didn't fell off. But the guy from our gym, Aaron, he was fighting him, and Aaron had been talking to me off and on all the time about this program that I have, and I test myself, y'all, and then I put it out on others. And I did it for free. Working this program out with other people for free for 5 years. And Aaron, that week he had took my advice. He dropped 20 pounds from Sunday to Thursday, because he left Thursday and he had to weigh in Friday, and he was
Wow.
over 20 pounds over, and he dropped the 20 pounds he needed to lose. And yeah, and I know how to do that. And like I said, I know how to put a recipes together where people could drop like 15 to 20 pounds a week. I guarantee it. But
Wow.
people
Right.
sometimes they'll look at me and say, oh, but I'm telling y'all, I fell through the crack and I lost 4 organs. I'm damaged. So what it does for me is not on the same level of what it would do for you, but it works. It's the only thing that works for me. But
Right.
mostly for me, it helps me stay healthy. Like, I don't have metabolism in my body. I don't make it at all, because that organ was removed from me 25 years ago. But you
Mm.
guys do. So when I do it for y'all, woo,
Wow.
talking about success.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
mm, mm.
Mm.
I've had people with diabetes get back to not having diabetes. I'm talking about type 2, because you can't change type 1. I help people get off dialysis. I know I've done this stuff. I ain't lying to y'all. So,
Wow.
when I say, is my program is called Finding the Health in You, I get a lot of people that ask me about weight loss. And I be like, I don't even have to have a program specifically for weight loss, even though I got recipes that cater to it. Um, I be like, what we have to find out is what made you gain the weight. And a lot of the female clients that I have, and I have a lot, y'all be surprised, because people watch it and they write me, and I just let their testimony be just that, theirs. It ain't for me to say. But I'd be like, well, what caused it? And they be like, what you mean? I said, well, tell me about your medical situation. Are you good across the board? And the girls that I talk to be like, well, I'm just concentrating on the weight. I just want to lose this weight. And I'd be like, well, it's no sense in me fixing that if we don't know what made you big. Because I would challenge anybody to think about it real hard. And when y'all come back tomorrow, tell me who you knew that really ate their way to being fat.
Right.
And you probably can't think of nobody.
Right.
Because most people that I see that eat a lot, they them skinny people that never gain weight, no matter what they eat. Then the biggest eaters I've ever seen. I've never
Right.
seen somebody who got weight on them and stuff eat a lot. Never. So we need to find out what made you get to a point where you can look at a cake and just gain weight. What made you like that? There's something wrong. There's an imbalance somewhere. And for me, I be trying to figure that part out, fix that shit, and everything else will fall in line.
Right.
And
Right. Right.
I'm telling you. So yeah, I drops like that. I drop a lot of weight fast off people, and it ain't water weight neither. And it's with no exercise. But that's what I get a lot of females that ask me that. The guys be having real issues, and they be like, can I fix it? And then I was like, yeah, we're gonna fix this. And by the way, all of these things right here is gonna get in line and be fixed too. And they call me, or they'll email me and say, "Whoa, Miss T," like they be so happy, and it makes me happy. I
Right.
get pure enjoyment from it. But that's it. Actually, that's all I'm doing. So y'all know what I'm doing. When y'all hear me say countdown day 1,
Gotcha.
and
Gotcha.
tomorrow gonna be countdown day 2. And when
Okay.
at the end of 30 days, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm gonna be like, wow. And then after, nothing can be official. And when you're doing experiments, nothing really can be official unless you can see the same thing happen consistently all year
Exactly.
round. But I would tell you, this time next year, or even when the summer start, or May, sometime in May or whatever, next year, if this works, I'm gonna be so emotional. I'm gonna break down and cry on here, and I ain't gonna be able to stop it. And y'all gonna be like, Miss T, I'm like, cause I got tears in my eyes now. Y'all have no idea what this
Right.
has done to me. And to
Okay.
find out this simple fix, and
Right.
y'all just have no idea.
Okay. Right.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But thanks for listening. I'm sorry I get emotional with y'all sometimes.
It's all right, Mitzi. It's all right.
It's all good. Yeah, so we'll see y'all tomorrow. Unless anything else you gotta say, extra.
I'm good. Salute to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Hit that like and subscribe or like button on your way out. Please subscribe to Miss T channel because it's hot. It's coming. It's up and coming. She spitting out facts. And like y'all already know. So you know what I'm saying. We appreciate y'all listening to us tonight. I appreciate Miss T having me on the panel. And hey, it's all love.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, y'all, I love to laugh. I'm the old school. I'm a black girl in the true sense of the word. I want to be having the tongue out hanging out, laughing and shit, giggling,
Right,
looking
right.
crazy. As my daughter say, why do y'all do that? Like I wanna be laughing so hard I almost pee on myself or something. Yeah, so sometimes in the show I don't mind us being silly like that. But when
Right.
you know better, you do better. Until tomorrow, peace.
Peace. Salute.
Salute.